Chapter 1052. Why you pervert? Why get out of here now? Dong Fong Qing Shui exclaimed and kicked Qin Feng off the sofa. Qin Feng was also exhausted. He opened his eyes in a daze and was immediately stunned by what he saw. Didn't I say we'll be strangers from now on? This woman actually attacked me while I was asleep? Qin Feng quickly calmed down. How could Dong Fong Qing Shui attack him while he was asleep? The two of them cultivated for a whole night and both broke through, causing their clothes to explode into pieces. Now, they were practically in a vacuum state. Qin Feng glanced at Dong Fong Qing Shui's chest and swallowed. His vulgar appearance angered Dong Fong Qing Shui so much that she pounced on Qin Feng. You stinking pervert, I'll fight you to the death. Dong Fong Qing Shui's flowery but impractical moves were useless against Qin Feng. However, Qin Feng pretended to be in pain and rolled around on the floor while secretly admiring Dong Fong Qing Shui's body. After a while, Dong Fong Qing Shui realized something was wrong. She bashfully stamped her feet and angrily ran upstairs with her tumbling breasts. After a while, Dong Fong Qing Shui came down. She had already put on a snow-white dress and a pair of white cotton socks on her long legs. She was as pure and moving as a princess. Why aren't you wearing clothes? Don't you have any shame? Dong Fong Qing Shui exclaimed after she came down. Qin Feng sat on the sofa with his butt naked. He wasn't afraid of being seen by Dong Fong Qing Shui. My clothes have exploded into pieces. Why don't you find some clothes for me to wear? Qin Feng curled his lips and said. Dong Fong Qing Shui was embarrassed and annoyed. She couldn't be bothered with Qin Feng. It would be better if Qin Feng walked out naked. However, Dong Fong Qing Shui didn't know what to do when she saw Qin Feng staying in the living room. Dong Fong Qing Shui had already left the villa. Qin Feng felt the qi in his body and cried out in surprise. One night of cultivation actually allowed him to break through from the middle stage of stage 9 inner qi to the peak of stage 9 inner qi. So this was the peak of the realm. The qi in his body surged endlessly like the boundless ocean. Rumble. Qin Feng leaped up and punched out. The special grade Thunder Tiger fists were mighty and invincible, bringing with them the roar of thunder and the roar of tigers. The TV wall on the opposite side collapsed, and even the LCD TV and the TV cabinet were smashed into pieces. However, Qin Feng did not care about this. He was shocked by his current strength. With a flip of his body, Qin Feng grabbed the starry sky, flying sword in his hand. With a flash of sword light, the stairs directly fell down, turning into a pile of ruins at the foot of the stairs. Bang, 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 bang. The more Qin Feng fought, the more excited he became. His figure flashed in and out of Dong Fong Qing Shui's villa. The originally delicate and cozy little villa was instantly turned into a mess by Qin Feng. Is it an earthquake? Qin Feng, are you all right? A cry of surprise suddenly came from outside the door. Qin Feng hurriedly put away his flying sword and stood in the middle of the living room. He then looked at the door with an innocent expression. Dong Fong Qing Shui and Dong Fong Ming Wang stood at the door. Dong Fong Qing Shui screamed again. Qin Feng stood there naked, and the muscular Dong Fong Qing Shui blushed. Dong Fong Ming Wang's eyes almost popped out of their sockets. He had originally come with Qing Shui to deliver clothes to Qin Feng. When he saw the mess in the living room, Dong Fong Ming Wang looked at Qing Shui, who was beside him. This granddaughter of his actually survived? His body was really tough. Cough, cough. Youngsters nowadays really don't have any restraints. Dong Fong Ming Wang glared at Qin Feng angrily and left with his hands clasped behind his back. Dong Fong Qing Shui held a suit and a shirt in her arms. She stood at the door in a daze for a long time. Qing Shui, haven't you seen enough? Do you want to come over and touch it? Qin Feng's laughter immediately woke Dong Fong Qing Shui up. She was so embarrassed that her charming face was about to drip water. She casually tossed a set of clothes to Qin Feng. Qin Feng quickly put on the clothes. He was a normal person and didn't like to run around naked. Are you done? Why are you dilly-dallying like a girl? Dong Fong Qing Shui stood at the door with her back facing Qin Feng. She was impatient from waiting. Been a long time ago. Dong Fong Qing Shui angrily turned around and walked into the villa. Just as she was about to question Qin Feng about the mess in the room, her gaze fell on Qin Feng, and she suddenly froze. A ray of sunlight passed through the window and shone on Qin Feng's body. Qin Feng wore a white suit. His long hair fluttered in the breeze. His figure was tall and straight. His face was resolute and handsome, and his face carried a charming smile like that of a prince on a white horse. Qing Shui, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to feel out my strength after breaking through and accidentally messed up your room. I hope you won't be angry. Qin Feng realized that Dong Fong Qing Shui was about to explode, so he immediately put on a look of apology. Dong Fong Qing Shui was dumbstruck. She couldn't bear to blame Qin Feng anymore, so she still said indifferently, Never mind. Never mind. Just let Grandpa find someone to renovate it for me. Seeing that the trick of injuring herself to gain her confidence worked, Qin Feng chuckled as he walked to Dong Fong Qing Shui's side. His large hand suddenly touched Dong Fong Qing Shui's wrist, scaring her into immediately shaking off Qin Feng's hand. Do not be all over me. We've already made a clean break. If you touch me again, I won't be polite. Dong Fong Qing Shui was still a bit angry. She felt that Qin Feng had eyes, but couldn't see. He was practically blind to look down on such a good woman like her. Qin Feng didn't mind. He smiled and said, Congratulations, Miss Qing Shui. You broke through from stage 4 inner chi to stage 6 inner chi in one night. Your physique is very suitable for cultivation. In the future, you can work harder and your realm will rise very quickly. Qin Feng only wanted to investigate Dong Fong Qing Shui's strength. Dong Fong Qing Shui immediately became bashful, so she had misunderstood Qin Feng. Whether I cultivate or not is none of your business. Who are you to me? When Dong Fong Qing Shui thought that Qin Feng didn't want her anymore, she felt wronged and angry. She yelled at Qin Feng, turned around, and ran away. Qin Feng shook his head helplessly. He composed himself and walked out of the room. Xiaoli was already waiting for him outside. Qin Feng suspected that this girl didn't sleep all night and waited for him here the whole time. Master! Xiaoli obediently walked to Qin Feng's side. Indeed, she didn't sleep all night and waited outside Dong Fong Qing Shui's villa for Qin Feng to come out. Xiaoli clearly heard Qin Feng and Dong Fong Qing Shui's shouts last night. She was very sad and disappointed. She looked forward to the night when Qin Feng would be so wild to her. Xiaoli, wait for me at the Qin Manor. I have something to do today. I'll come back to find you after I'm done. Qin Feng had already broken through to the peak of stage 9 inner chi. Today he was going to challenge the dragon god. This time, Qin Feng couldn't bring Xiaoli along because even he didn't know if he could come back alive. Xiaoli hurriedly pulled Qin Feng's arm and said anxiously, Master, let Xiaoli stay by your side. I'll listen to Mistress Qing Shui in the future and won't quarrel with her anymore. Xiaoli will be very obedient. Xiaoli was a woman who worried about personal gains and losses. She was constantly worried that Qin Feng would abandon her. Especially last night, she mistakenly thought that Qin Feng and Dong Fong Qing Shui had sex. This way, Qin Feng would definitely care about Dong Fong Qing Shui more. Xiaoli was very worried that her master would be unhappy if she offended Dong Fong Qing Shui in the Devil City. Qin Feng was a little puzzled. He didn't know why Xiaoli was so nervous all of a sudden. He patted her head and said, Don't talk nonsense. I said I won't abandon you. Today, I'm going to challenge a very powerful person. It's inconvenient to bring you along. Wait for me at the Qin Manor. I'll come find you. Qin Feng patiently comforted Xiaoli. Xiaoli was still a little worried. But in the end, she let go of Qin Feng's arm. She was very obedient to Qin Feng. Even if one day Qin Feng told her to leave and never come back, Xiaoli would do it. The two of them arrived at the main residence. The main relatives of the Dongfang family were all there. Dongfang Mingwang's face was beaming with happiness. He thought that Qin Feng and Dongfang Qing Shui had sex, so this marriage was completely settled. Qin Feng, when are you going to ask Qin Huang to propose? Qin Feng had just sat down when he was so shocked by Dong Fongming Wang's words that he almost spat out the milk in his mouth. Before Qin Feng could speak, Dong Fongqing Shui said, "Grandpa, I don't agree to this marriage. If you force me to marry Qin Feng again, I'll run away from home." Dong Fongming Wang was so angry that his face turned cold. "Qin Shui, why are you so insensible? This marriage has been decided long ago. You can't reject it." Dong Fongqing Shui didn't want to reject it, but what could she do if Qin Feng didn't agree? Dong Fongqing Shui already felt wronged. Now that she was reprimanded by her grandpa, a layer of mist appeared in her beautiful eyes. The atmosphere in the house froze. The relatives of the Dong Fong family all lowered their heads and pretended to eat breakfast. No one dared to speak rashly. "Elder, since Qing Shui isn't ready yet, why don't you wait for a while? This kind of marriage can't be rushed." Qin Feng quickly stood up to persuade Dong Fongming Wang. Dong Fongming Wang was so angry that he slammed the table. The plates on the table jumped up. "Nonsense! You guys already consummated your marriage last night. Why are you saying you don't like it? If you don't like it, then why are you messing around?" The people around them sighed. The relatives of the Dong Fong family all stared at Qin Feng and Dong Fongqing Shui with their eyes wide open. The two of them were the most shocked. They stared straight at Dong Fongming Wang. "Elder, you can't accuse me like this. Qing Shui and I didn't do anything." "Grandpa, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything like that." Qin Feng and Dong Fongqing Shui both denied it. Dong Fongming Wang didn't believe them. He heard the commotion in the room last night and saw the messy battlefield this morning. How could they not do anything when they were playing so wildly? "Do you really think I'm old? Do you think I can't tell if you did it or not? Don't say anything else. Qin Feng, go back to Qin Manor today. Tomorrow is a good and auspicious day. Tell your father and grandfather to come to the Dong Fong Garden to propose marriage. The day after tomorrow, you guys will have a wedding banquet." Dong Fongming Wang was even more anxious than Qin Feng and Dong Fongqing Shui. His decision stunned everyone. Dong Fongqing Shui covered her forehead and was speechless. She didn't know how to explain to her grandfather. Qin Feng knew Dong Fongming Wang was stubborn. "Ahem, then I'll go back first." Qin Feng gave Xiaoli a look and walked out. He planned to never come back after leaving the Dong Fong Garden. Dong Fongming Wang didn't stop them and let them leave. Just as Qin Feng walked out the door, Dong Fongqing Shui's voice came from behind. "Qin Feng, wait." "Miss Qing Shui, what's wrong?" Qin Feng stood outside the door and looked at Dong Fongqing Shui. Dong Fongqing Shui wore a white dress and was as pure and moving as a white lotus. She walked to the door but didn't walk out. She stood a doorsill between them and said, "Leave today and don't ever come back. Don't let me see you again. I hate you." Dong Fongqing Shui almost roared at Qin Feng. Then, she suddenly turned and ran away. Qin Feng was stunned outside the door. He didn't know what was going on. Xiaoli sighed. "Master, you're too outstanding. Miss Qing Shui already likes you. Why did you reject her after taking her body?" Xiaoli wasn't stupid. He already saw something fishy. Qin Feng rarely got serious. He looked at Xiaoli and said, "I didn't violate Miss Qing Shui. She's also outstanding. She can find someone better than me." Qin Feng sighed and strode away. Xiaoli caught up to Qin Feng and said, "Master, I don't think there's a better man than you in this world." Chapter 1053. Qin Feng planned to leave Dongfang Court and directly challenge the Divine Dragon. However, before that, he had to send Xiaoli to the Qin Manor. Xiaoli was simply too well-behaved and obedient. Qin Feng originally wanted to make an excuse and let her go to the Qin Manor by herself. However, Qin Feng's heart softened. As an outsider, it would definitely be very awkward for Xiaoli to suddenly go to the Qin Manor. Qin Feng prepared to bring her back and introduce her to everyone. "Wow, Master, this is your home? It's so magnificent." The two of them stood outside the gates of the Qin Manor. Xiaoli couldn't help but exclaim as she looked at the magnificent building. Actually, the Qin Manor was a bit inferior to Dongfang Court. However, Dongfang Court was someone else's home to Xiaoli. No matter how magnificent it was, Xiaoli wouldn't be moved. The Qin Manor in front of her belonged to Qin Feng's master, so Xiaoli tacitly accepted it as her home. This made Xiaoli extremely excited. Qin Feng looked at Xiaoli, who clapped and cheered like a little girl. He couldn't help but pull her into his embrace. Looking at the Qin manor in front of him, Qin Feng's heart was filled with emotion. The mission to the outer martial arts world was filled with danger. Now that he was able to return alive, Qin Feng felt like he hadn't returned to the Qin manor for many years. Young Master Qin? It really is young Master Qin. When the guards at the door saw Qin Feng, they were stunned for a long time. After rubbing their eyes a few times, they finally confirmed that they weren't dreaming. Young Master Qin, sister-in-law, welcome home. Right now, Qin Feng's reputation in the capital was illustrious, and in the Qin manor, he was publicly acknowledged as the young patriarch. Even if Qin Feng transferred the position of young patriarch to Qin Wudao, his status was still much higher than Qin Wudao's. Xiaoli blushed when the guards called her sister-in-law, but she didn't explain this relationship. Qin Feng didn't say much. He pulled Xiaoli into the courtyard. Go tell father and grandfather that I'm back. Qin Feng's words were like an imperial edict. Two of the guards immediately ran into the house to inform them of Qin Feng's return. Wow, Master, the Qin manor is so big and beautiful. I love it here. Qin Feng took Xiaoli for a stroll in the courtyard. Xiaoli was overjoyed. She felt like a wife returning home to meet her family. Qin Feng patted Xiaoli's fragrant shoulder and smiled as he said, If you like it here, you can stay here. However, I'll take you to Acropolis City in a few days. There's a home there, and it's even more beautiful than here. If you like it, you can stay in Hero City. The construction of Hero City was almost complete. Hua Tuo and Hua Bei, the two elders, were in charge of the city. Qin Feng felt more at ease when he arranged for his women to stay there. Moreover, Hero City was rich in spiritual energy, so it was more suitable for cultivation. Xiaoli suddenly hugged Qin Feng's arm tightly and said nervously, Master, I don't want to live anywhere. I want to be by Master's side at all times and take care of Master's daily life. Qin Feng was used to Xiaoli relying on him. Now that this girl had nothing to worry about, it was inevitable that she would be afraid of losing him. Qin Feng hugged Xiaoli tighter and said softly, All right, as long as you're happy. Brother, you're back. Yeah, and this is? A pleasant voice like that of an Oriole came from behind. Qin Duo Air, who was wearing a pink dress and colorful knee socks, skipped over. Duo Air, let me introduce you. This is my friend, Xiaoli. Xiaoli, this is my cousin, Qin Duo Air. When Xiaoli saw the cute and moving Qin Duo Air, she was instinctively hostile. However, after hearing Qin Feng's introduction, Xiaoli immediately smiled and said, Duo Air, I'm sorry to disturb you so suddenly. Please forgive me. Xiaoli hugged Qin Feng's arm as she spoke. She looked like Qin Feng's little woman. Qin Duo Air's bright smile suddenly froze. She pouted and ran up to Qin Feng and pinched his back a few times. Brother, aren't you too fickle? How many women have you slept with? Since you like having a harem so much, why don't you add Duo Air as well? Qin Duo Air looked at Qin Feng half-jokingly, but this was what she wanted. Qin Duo Air overheard her grandfather talking about Qin Feng's background a long time ago, so she thought she could be with Qin Feng. Xiaoli was stunned by Qin Duo Air's words. Qin Feng looked helpless. He patted Qin Duo Air's little head and said, You little girl, don't make jokes like this again. If your parents and grandfather find out, they'll beat you. Qin Duo Air looked wronged. She had the urge to tell Xiaoli her secret, but she held it in. Sister-in-law, Xiaoli, welcome. Qin Duo Air greeted Xiaoli obediently. Xiaoli felt flattered. Thank you. I came in a hurry this time. I didn't have time to prepare a gift. I feel so guilty. Xiaoli originally came with the identity of a maid. She didn't expect that she would accidentally become the mistress. This made her extremely excited. Qin Duo Air felt that Xiaoli was different from the other sisters-in-law. She seemed to be overly nervous. At this time, a few figures walked over. Big brother, you're back. Qin Wudao dashed over and turned into a ray of white light. Qin Feng's eyes lit up, and he said with a smile, Good boy. It's only been a few days, and you've already broken through to the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Chi. You're worthy of being my little brother. Qin Wudao smiled brightly. He was only a Stage 8 Inner Chi not long ago, but now he had broken through to the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Chi. The reason why he broke through so quickly was because of the medicinal pills Qin Feng gave him before he left. Big brother, it's all thanks to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't have broken through so quickly. Damn, big brother, what's your strength now? I can't even tell. Qin Wudao seemed to have changed into a different person in just a dozen days. He used to live in the dilemma of revenge and family, so he was cold and rarely spoke. Now, he was lively and cheerful like the boy next door. Martial arts? You still don't know? Your big brother Qin Feng has just returned from defeating the Wulin Alliance. What realm do you think he's at now? Another aged laughter sounded. Qin Shitian and Qin Emperor walked over, surrounded by the members of the Qin clan. No one had heard about the Wulin Alliance. Qin Shitian only knew about it after he received a call from Dongfang Mingwang. Once this news was released, the entire Qin family was in an uproar. Holy shit, big brother, are you serious? The Wulin Alliance? What realm are you at now? Qin Wudao was so shocked that his voice trembled. He always wanted to break through and catch up to Qin Feng as soon as possible. But no matter how hard he tried, he was still left behind by Qin Feng. Grandpa, Dad. Qin Feng first greeted his relatives. Even if his status was high, he didn't put on any airs in front of his relatives. He was still Qin Feng. Martial arts, let me tell you this. If I, your big brother, go all out, I can kill a Stage 1 true Qi expert. Qin Feng knew that everyone was curious about his strength, so he revealed some information in front of everyone. As soon as he finished speaking, exclamations came from all around. Even Xiaoli was shocked. In fact, she didn't know that her master killed Ling Tianhai and the others. Incredible. Our Qin family has a Stage true Qi expert. Some of the Qin family members cried out in surprise. Then, screams rose and fell one after another. Qin Huang's eyes flickered. He was so shocked by his son's rapid growth that he couldn't speak. Even Qin Shitian stared at Qin Feng as if he had seen a treasure hidden in the desert. Big brother, you're too awesome. In the future, as long as Duo Air says your name in the provincial capital, no one will dare to bully me. Qin Duo Air excitedly threw herself into Qin Feng's arms and jumped up and down on him. Qin Feng was embarrassed. He could feel the softness and elasticity of Duo Air's chest. Ha, double happiness. It's really double happiness. Qin Shitian was stunned for a while and suddenly laughed. Qin Feng didn't understand. Grandpa, what double happiness? Qin Shitian smiled playfully and glanced at Qin Feng. You're still pretending? Dongfang Mingwang called me just now and asked me and your dad to go to the Dongfang Garden tomorrow to propose marriage. Plus, you won the position of the Chancellor of Wulin. Don't you think it's double happiness? This was the first time everyone heard of this news. Sighs came from the crowd again. Xiaoli and Qin Duo Air were so nervous that they stared at Qin Feng with wide eyes. Big brother, you can't marry big sister Qin Shui. Qin Duo Air couldn't stand it anymore and started to act like a spoiled child in Qin Feng's arms. Everyone was dumbfounded by Qin Duo Air's behavior. The Dongfang family and the Qin family were well matched in social status in the provincial capital. Dongfang Qin Shui was also noble and beautiful, a perfect match for Qin Feng. Everyone in the Qin family thought highly of this marriage. What was Qin Duo Air doing? Oh, why can't I marry Qin Shui? Qin Feng was also confused. Qin Duo Air realized she said the wrong thing and almost revealed her thoughts. She immediately said shyly, if big brother gets married, why you won't be able to play with Duo Air anymore. You'll be with big sister Qin Shui all the time. After hearing Qin Duo Air's words, everyone laughed out loud. Qin Zhong came up and hugged the girl. He said, Duo Air, don't talk nonsense. Your big brother Qin Feng will get married sooner or later. Also, you're not young anymore. After big brother Qin Feng gets married, Dad will find you a good man. Everyone smiled and nodded. Qin Duo Air pouted and suddenly got angry. She struggled out of her dad's embrace and ran outside. I don't want to get married. Big brother Qin Feng doesn't want to get married either. Seeing Qin Duo Air throwing a tantrum, the adults didn't think much of it. Instead, they were amused. Everyone had already gathered around Qin Feng. Everyone saw Xiao Li, who Qin Feng had brought along. At this moment, Xiao Li was extremely embarrassed. She could see that everyone in Qin Feng's mansion was in favor of Dongfang Qin Shui and Qin Feng's marriage. Now that she was here, wouldn't she become a third wheel? Feng Air, this is? Everyone was too embarrassed to ask about Xiao Li's identity, so they asked as Qin Shurtian. Before Qin Feng could speak, Xiao Li quickly said, Grandpa, I am Qin Feng's maid. He brought me back from the Martial Society convention. Oh, if that's the case, then come and eat with us. After hearing Xiao Li's introduction, everyone heaved a sigh of relief. They didn't look down on Xiao Li because of her identity as a maid. Qin Feng followed his father and grandfather to the main residence. Since he hadn't been back for a while, Qin Feng realized that the Qin family had changed a lot. They had expanded a lot of places. Because of Qin Feng's return, the Qin family was bustling with noise and excitement. It felt like it was the new year. Everyone gathered together to chat and drink. Second uncle and third uncle's families who had conflicts with Qin Feng had also reconciled with Qin Feng. After the meal, Qin Feng learned about the development of the capital in the past 3 months. Although Qin Feng disappeared for 3 months, his reputation was still the same. No one in the capital dared to offend the Qin family. Under the leadership of Qin Wudao, the Qin family flourished day by day. Now they had a firm foothold among the 4 major families in the capital. Their power and prestige could compete with the Dongfang family. Young Master Qin, someone is looking for you. After lunch, everyone drank too much and returned to their rooms to rest. Just as Qin Feng and Xiao Li returned to their rooms, a servant came to report. Who is it? Qin Feng asked. Chapter 1054. Qin Feng already guessed who it was, so he stood up and went out to greet her. Qin Feng, you're really back. Just as Qin Feng reached the entrance of the courtyard, he heard a surprised voice. Yin Xiao wore a tight-fitting qipao with a red fur draped over her shoulders. Her long legs were exposed, and she looked very sexy and eye-catching in this cold winter. Teacher Yin Xiao, why are you here? Qin Feng still called Yun Xiao teacher, out of habit. Back in Acropolis University, Qin Feng was used to calling her that. Not long ago, Qin Feng left Hero City to participate in the martial arts conference. However, he didn't tell the women in Hero City about it because he didn't want them to worry about him. However, after the women found out about it, they were worried about Qin Feng and waited for him to return. Now that Yin Xiao saw that Qin Feng was safe and sound, she was so excited that tears came out. The two of them hugged each other tightly. Standing at the entrance of Qin Manor was a beautiful scene. Xiao Li stood at the side and was completely speechless. How many women did this master have? After hugging for a while, Qin Feng pulled Yin Xiao back to his room. Xiao Li followed behind Qin Feng, which made Yin Xiao feel suspicious. Teacher Yin Xiao, why are you here? Did you come alone? Qin Feng was a bit puzzled. He didn't tell anyone about his return, so the people of Qin Manor probably wouldn't tell Yin Xiao alone. The two of them sat on the sofa. Yin Xiao naturally lay in Qin Feng's embrace and allowed Qin Feng's hands to restlessly touch her thighs. I heard it from my little brother. Did you go to the Sima family and transfer the Sima family's blacksmith shop to the Yin family? When Yin Xiao mentioned this, Qin Feng remembered that he went to the Sima family yesterday. To others, this was an earth-shattering event, but Qin Feng completely forgot about it in a day. It seems like the Sima family has some brains. Since that's the case, I won't cause trouble for them. In the future, the Yin family will be one of the 4 major families in the provincial capital. You can also change the name of the blacksmith shop to Divine Armament Hall, and the Yin family will dominate China's secular world. Qin Feng spoke as if he was talking about something very normal, but Yin Xiao and Xiao Li were filled with shock. As of now, Qin Feng was simply too powerful in the secular world. A single word from him could determine the life and death of a large family in the capital. Yin Xiao suddenly hugged Qin Feng tighter and said with a moved expression, Qin Feng, thank you. Qin Feng pinched Cloudy Zhao's thigh and said with a frown, what are you thanking me for? We're on the same side. Yin Xiao couldn't help but moan. Qin Fen made her feel like she was on fire. The last time Qin Fen returned to Hero City, the women all fought to be with him at night. With Yun Zhao's personality, she naturally didn't manage to get one. She hadn't been comforted by Qin Fen for a long time, so she suddenly wanted one. Qin Feng, that is? Yin Xiao looked at Xiao Li nervously. Xiao Li was even more nervous than Yin Xiao. Qin Feng could tell what Yin Xiao was thinking with a glance. He smiled at Xiao Li and said, Xiao Li, you can go out first. Take a stroll around the Qin Manor. Treat it like your home and don't be too restrained. Xiao Li was smart, so of course she knew what her master was going to do next. A look of disappointment flashed in her beautiful eyes. Why didn't her master do it with her? Yes, master. I'll be standing outside the door. If master has any orders, call me at any time. Xiao Li obediently retreated. As soon as she left, Yin Xiao pressed her fragrant lips against Qin Feng's. Then, she stammered, You're looking for women outside again? Are you crazy? There's so many beauties in Hero City. Aren't you satisfied? Yin Xiao looked at Qin Feng with a reproachful expression, but she wasn't really angry. Qin Feng smiled and didn't explain. He had more important things to do. Xiao Li stood outside the room and quickly heard the excited sounds coming from inside. Xiao Li was so shy that her heartbeat sped up. The scene of Qin Feng fighting illusionary child of Ice Lake Mountain appeared in her mind. This battle lasted for a long time and only stopped when the sky darkened. Qin Feng still had a radiant smile on his face, but Yin Xiao was tired and panting. Qin Feng, there's something I don't know if I should say or not. Yin Xiao lay in Qin Feng's embrace and let Qin Feng's hand wander over her skin. Qin Feng raised his eyebrows slightly. What is it? Yin Xiao looked at Qin Feng worriedly. After a moment of hesitation, she said, Qin Yi is back. Qin Feng sat up abruptly. His eyes almost popped out of their sockets. Qin Yi is back. Teacher Yin Xiao, are you kidding me? Qin Feng was indeed frightened. Didn't Qin Yi die in the Amethyst Dragon Palace half a year ago? How did he come back? Yin Xiao seemed to have guessed Qin Feng's reaction. She quickly crawled to Qin Feng's side and hugged his waist tightly. She said, calm down. Actually, when Qin Yi stood at the entrance of Hero City that day, all of us were shocked. After we asked him, he said that he didn't die in the battle at the Amethyst Dragon Palace. Not only did he not die, but Li Xiao Jie also survived. Qin Yi, Li Xiao Jie, and Sima Tu were taken away by the Verdant Sect. The Verdant Sect used the three of them for experiments. Qin Yi and Li Xiao Jie's experiments were successful, so they survived. Sima Tu didn't succeed, so he really died. After Yin Xiao explained, Qin Feng's heart was in turmoil. He had seen the resurrected Li Xiao Jie. Li Xiao Jie survived because the Verdant Sect had replaced his organs with corpse qi. However, Qin Feng had killed Li Xiao Jie in Zhongchuan City. Qin Feng didn't expect Qin Yi to survive as well. Could it be that Qin Yi was also a corpse qi organ? Qin Feng was very excited because Qin Yi was still alive. However, he soon became worried. After Li Xiao Jie was rescued, he joined the Verdant Sect. He became neither human nor ghost and did all kinds of bad things. Did Qin Yi also join the Verdant Sect after he was resurrected? Then, did he suddenly appear in Hero City for some ulterior motive? Qin Feng, are you all right? Yin Xiao was a little worried when she saw Qin Feng's brows furrowing. Qin Feng hugged Yin Xiao tightly. He patted her back and said, Teacher Yin Xiao, when did Qin Yi go to Hero City? Is he living in Hero City now? Did he go alone? Did he do anything out of the ordinary? Qin Feng asked so many questions that Yin Xiao was a little confused. Yin Xiao and the other women knew about Qin Feng's situation. Everyone knew that Qin Feng felt guilty toward his cousins. Therefore, when Qin Yi appeared, everyone was very happy. However, Yin Xiao didn't expect Qin Feng to not be as excited as she imagined. Qin Yi went to Hero City alone yesterday. Before I came to the capital today, he stayed in Hero City. I asked him if he wanted to come to the capital to look for you, but he smiled and refused. Yin Xiao explained the situation with Qin Yi in detail. Qin Feng felt a bit strange after hearing it. Since Qin Yi hadn't appeared for more than half a year, why did he suddenly appear? Since he appeared, why didn't he come to see me? Perhaps only the people in Hero City knew about this. Even the Qin Manor didn't know about it. Otherwise, Qin Shitian and Qin Huang would have told Qin Feng today. Qin Feng, is there something wrong? Yin Xiao seemed to have discovered something strange and was worried for Qin Feng. Qin Feng's feelings for Qin Yi were very complicated. He hoped that Qin Yi was alive and could put aside the past like Qin Wudao. That way, Qin Feng and his brothers could really reunite. Teacher Yin Xiao, I'm going to see someone tonight. I'll return to Hero City tomorrow. We'll talk about it after I see Qin Yi. Qin Feng couldn't come to a conclusion now. He quickly put on his clothes and prepared to challenge the Divine Dragon. Xiao Li, you've been standing here? Qin Feng saw Xiao Li standing outside the door as soon as he walked out. Yes, master. Xiao Li lowered her head and didn't dare to look at Qin Feng. She had been fantasizing about doing it with Qin Feng, and now she was about to die of embarrassment. Go inside. I'm going to challenge someone tonight. If everything goes well, I'll bring you home tomorrow. Xiao Li glanced behind Qin Feng. When she saw that Yin Xiao hadn't come out, she thought that her master must have exhausted her strength. Xiao Li walked over and held Qin Feng's arm. She looked at Qin Feng with tender eyes and said, Master, Xiao Li will go with you. Qin Feng felt Xiao Li's body heat up. He guessed that she must have heard the noise in the house. Qin Feng felt a bit awkward. He patted Xiao Li's head and said in an unquestionable tone, Go back to the house and help me take care of Teacher Yin Xiao. I'll come and pick you up tomorrow morning. Qin Feng left. Xiao Li was very obedient and didn't follow. However, her heart had already left with Qin Feng. Night fell. Jingdu City was bustling with flowers, and the nightlife was just starting to heat up. Qin Feng walked on the bustling street and watched the men and women going in and out of the bars. The corner of his mouth slightly curled up. It was so similar to his previous life. The surrounding environment turned from noisy to cold and quiet. Qin Feng walked to the foot of the Divine Dragon Mountain in the suburbs. He raised his head and looked at the towering Divine Dragon Mountain that pierced through the clouds. Qin Feng frowned. He suffered a crushing defeat here 3 months ago. Today, he was going to climb Divine Dragon Mountain again and defeat the strongest person in China's secular world, the Divine Dragon. Whoosh! The sound of wind breaking rang out. A ray of pink light flickered. 3 months ago, Qin Feng had exhausted half of his strength just to climb Divine Dragon Mountain. This time, he landed on the peak of Divine Dragon Mountain in less than half a minute. Who are you? How dare you trespass on Divine Dragon Mountain at night? As soon as Qin Feng landed, 2 black shadows rushed toward him. Qin Feng stood still and said indifferently, I'm Qin Feng. I'm here to challenge the Divine Dragon. When the 2 guards arrived at Qin Feng's side, their auras suddenly disappeared. They stared at the young and handsome man in front of them in astonishment. It was indeed Qin Feng, the famous Qin Feng in Jingdu City. It was said that he had returned with the #1 martial arts alliance leader. Qin Feng, you still dare to come? While the 2 guards were still in a daze, another figure flashed toward them. Qin Feng's gaze fell on the newcomer. A gratified smile appeared on his face. Qin Xiao, congratulations on reaching the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi. My third brother, Qin Wudao, has also reached the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi. Qin Xiao still held a grudge against Qin Feng. However, Qin Feng had already accepted the fact that Qin Xiao's strength had improved. He was happy for Qin Xiao. However, Qin Xiao did not think that Qin Feng would be so kind as to congratulate him. The news of Qin Feng becoming the Martial Arts Alliance leader had spread throughout the upper class of Jingdu City in just one afternoon. To be able to become the Martial Arts Alliance leader, one had to be at least at the late stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi. 3 months ago, Qin Xiao and Qin Feng competed in the Qin family's martial arts competition. At that time, Qin Feng was only at the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi. Stop pretending. Although I can't defeat you, this is the second time you have challenged my master. This time, you will die because no one can leave Divine Dragon Mountain alive after challenging the Divine Dragon for the second time. Qin Shao said confidently. It seemed like he had full confidence in his master, the divine dragon. Chapter 1055. Qin Feng ignored Qin Zhao's words and said with a smile, "It's hard to say who will win before the battle begins." Qin Feng knew that the divine dragon was powerful, but he came prepared this time. This battle was bound to be the pinnacle of the secular world, but Qin Feng felt that it was hard to say who would win. Qin Shao laughed. He thought that Qin Feng was bragging. "How dare you boast with your low realm? You're just a martial artist in the inner chi stage. My master dragon god has long stepped into the true chi stage. In this secular world of Huaxia, there's only one true chi stage, and that's my master. Don't even think about beating my master." Qin Shao looked at Qin Feng coldly and taunted him. Qin Feng shook his head and stopped talking to Qin Shao. "Lead the way." Qin Shao also felt bored. She snorted coldly and walked in front to lead the way. The two walked into the cave and arrived at a spacious valley. This was Qin Feng's second time here, so he was familiar with the place. "Master, Qin Feng is here." Qin Shao cupped his fist and bowed to the air. A gust of wind suddenly blew in the quiet valley. A white shadow flashed and landed on the peak of a mountain. The divine dragon wore a white robe, and his long hair hung loosely over his shoulders. A breathtaking aura floated around his body, and a pair of clear and bright black eyes looked at Qin Feng. Although they were hundreds of meters apart, it was as if he could see through Qin Feng's heart. "You can leave now." The divine dragon waved his hand, and the wind and clouds seemed to change. Qin Shao glared at Qin Feng again before retreating. The valley fell into silence. Qin Feng and the divine dragon didn't speak. They looked at each other and realized that the other's strength had increased. Swoosh! The divine dragon, who was hundreds of meters away, appeared on the plain 10 meters away from Qin Feng in a few breaths. He looked at Qin Feng and smiled. "Not bad, not bad. In just 3 months, you've broken through from the early stage of stage 9 inner chi to the true energy stage. You even won the title of the Martial Arts Alliance leader, Senior Divine Dragon. Your eyesight is not as good as before. I'm only at the peak of stage 9 inner chi." Qin Feng didn't hide his strength because the divine dragon would find out when the battle started. A hint of doubt flashed across the divine dragon's black eyes. "If you haven't broken through to the vital energy stage, how are you going to resolve the vital energy array I left on your face?" Qin Feng had restored his original appearance at the Martial Arts Circle Convention, and he did not use a human skin mask to restore his appearance. The true chi formation on his face had already been dissolved by Ouyang Feng, who said that the true chi array can only be dissolved by the realm of true chi stage. Although I'm at the peak of stage 9 inner chi, I'm strong enough to kill a true energy stage master. Do you think I can break your formation? Qin Feng didn't mention Ouyang Feng. The dragon god suddenly laughed. Good, good. It's been a long time since I've met such an arrogant and unruly young man in Huaxia. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Whether it's good or bad depends on whether the fist is hard enough. If the fist is hard enough, then it's good. If the fist isn't hard enough, then it's naturally bad. Not only had Qin Feng's martial cultivation realm improved greatly, but his outlook and thoughts had also reached a whole new level. The way the mystical dragon looked at Qin Feng had changed. He regretted letting Qin Feng go 3 months ago. It had only been 3 months, but the mystical dragon couldn't see through Qin Feng's transformation. Then, are your fists hard enough today? The mystical dragon's voice was cold. He was ready to attack. Qin Feng was already prepared. In a flash, he disappeared from where he stood. You'll know if it's hard or not when you try it. Rumble. As soon as the fist landed, the valley was filled with the sound of thunder and the roar of a tiger. The starlight glove on Qin Feng's right fist flickered. Every time Qin Feng entered the celestial dragon mountain, the system would disappear. This time, Qin Feng couldn't sense the existence of the system. However, he wasn't worried because he had stored all the spiritual equipment and pills in the Emerald Spirit Ring before he came here. I haven't seen you for 3 months, and your strength has improved by leaps and bounds. It's really eye-catching. Qin Feng's fist missed. The mystical dragon was nowhere to be seen. However, the mystical dragon's voice echoed in the valley. It was as if it came from all directions. Qinfen couldn't be sure. Bang! As soon as the mystical dragon's voice fell, a gust of wind came from Qinfen's back. Qinfen was thrown into the air. Too bad you're still too weak. The mystical dragon appeared again and followed Qinfen like a shadow. After slapping Qinfen into the air, the mystical dragon kicked Qinfen's back. Qinfen was like a kite with a broken string. He flew higher and higher in the wind. Thud, thud, thud. The mystical dragon was running on the cliff. His speed and agility were as if he was running on flat ground. Just from this, one could tell that the mystical dragon was much more powerful than Ling Tianhai. Qinfen couldn't control his body in the air. Just as he was about to fall, the mystical dragon slapped him again, slapping him even higher into the sky. Bang, bang, bang. Loud noises resounded. Qinfen fell into an extreme predicament as soon as the battle started. He didn't even have the chance to fight back. He could only let the mystical dragon attack him. After a few slaps, Qinfen was already at the top of the cliff. The mystical dragon suddenly sped up. He leaped above Qinfen's head like a rock spreading its wings, covering half of the silver moon. The mystical dragon ferociously stomped on Qinfen's abdomen. Rumble. This stomp was like a landslide. Qinfen turned into a small cannonball and fell rapidly from the top of the cliff. The mystical dragon leaped lightly and stood on the highest peak. Under the night sky, the mystical dragon became even more mysterious. His eyes gleamed as he stared at the flying Qinfen. He shook his head and sighed, still too weak. I can't recommend you to master at this level. Buzz. Just as the mystical dragon sighed in his heart, his eyes suddenly lit up. Qinfen, who was descending rapidly, shot out thousands of golden rays from his body, illuminating the originally dark night. The dazzling light forced the mystical dragon to use his hands to shield his eyes. He squinted his eyes. Rumble. Qinfen's body began to explode. The Vajra esoteric art suddenly activated, and the invincible golden body appeared on Qinfen's body. He fell from the bottomless abyss, but the moment he landed, he suddenly flipped over and stood steadily on the ground. Rumble. Both feet landed on the ground. With the soles of Qinfen as the center, the ground around him instantly cracked. It was as if there was an earthquake. The cracks spread rapidly and shook several peaks, causing gravel to roll down endlessly. Mystical dragon, is that all you've got? You can't even beat me to death when I let you. How dare you call yourself the #1 martial artist in the secular world of China? I think it's time for you to give up your position. His invincible golden body shone brightly, filling Qinfen with confidence. The mystical dragon's face was as black as the bottom of a pot. He thought the battle was over, but Qinfen came back to life. Huh, interesting. It's more interesting this way. The mystical dragon's laughter lingered on the top of the cliff, but he had already appeared in front of Qinfen. He launched a light palm attack, but it was imbued with the power of the mountains and rivers. Qinfen could barely stand before the palm hit him. Rumble. Without any time to think, Qinfen swung his fist. The fist and the palm collided, and Qinfen was pushed back dozens of meters. The mystical dragon did not retreat at all. He chased after Qinfen. He waved his hand, and several sword rays shot out from his sleeves. Black tortoise shield. Rumble. Qinfen roared. It was as if a mountain had fallen in front of him. A 5-meter-tall shield appeared in front of Qinfen. The shield was forged by an esteemed guest of the Black Tortoise Mountain Valley. It was indestructible. The tortoise shell was engraved with all kinds of abstruse ancient runes. At this moment, it was glowing with a mysterious dark brown light. The mystical dragon suddenly stopped in his tracks. A trace of bewilderment flashed across his face. The mystical dragon couldn't figure out where Qinfen got such a huge shield. Could it be that this guy has a spatial ring? Or is he a space-type esper? Break! The mystical dragon didn't care how powerful Qinfen was. He wanted to take him down today. A short sword glowing with blue light flew out from his sleeves and slashed at the black tortoise shield. Qianfen remembered that the mystical dragon didn't even use his sword when he challenged him last time. He defeated Qianfen with just 3 punches and 2 palms. This time, the mystical dragon had already used his sword. It seemed that Qianfen's strength had increased by more than a little. Rumble. The mystical dragon's attacks were simple. His palm technique was so, and his sword technique was even more so. The seemingly casual slash of his sword set off an imposing aura that shook the mountains. Boulders tumbled down from the surrounding mountains, and dark clouds covered the moon. Even the weather was affected by this simple slash of his sword. A blue sword ray landed on the black tortoise shield. The mystical dragon sheathed his sword and stood with his hands behind his back. He seemed to be waiting for something to happen. After a while, the mystical dragon's expression changed drastically. He stared at the black tortoise shield and shouted, "This is a purple divine shield? You have so many treasures on you that I'm envious." Bang, bang, bang. The mystical dragon sheathed his sword. However, the explosions in the air didn't stop for a long time. It was as if there was an endless stream of sword chi landing on the black tortoise shield. The brown glow around the black tortoise shield became brighter and brighter, but it didn't change much under the powerful sword chi. However, upon closer inspection, there were some light sword marks left on the black tortoise shield. The mystical dragon's strength was shocking. Crackle! A ball of purple lightning suddenly condensed in mid-air and descended from the sky. Qianfen was wrapped in a layer of purple battle armor that flowed with purple lightning. In the previous battle, the mystical dragon was struck by the lightning attribute of the purple thunder wild robe. This time, he was prepared and disappeared from the valley. No one knew where he was hiding. Bang! Dark clouds gathered in the sky, and thunder rumbled. Lightning crisscrossed under the dark clouds. It was as if another bolt of purple lightning would strike down at any time. Qianfen didn't dare to stay in one place. He kept changing his position and looked around. He couldn't find the mystical dragon. However, Qianfen could feel the rapid changes in the airflow. He guessed that it was the strong wind caused by the mystical dragon's movement. Qianfen, if you don't have these spiritual weapons, you won't be able to withstand a single blow. The mystical dragon's cold voice suddenly came from behind Qianfen. Before Qianfen could turn around and punch, a majestic chi enveloped his entire back. The sword chi surged towards him as if it was going to shatter the valley. Qianfen instantly felt the threat of death. He didn't have time to think and leaped into the air. He transformed into a pink light and disappeared. Whoosh! The sound of wind breaking could be heard in the air. The ground where Qianfen stood was blasted into a huge pit. If Qianfen didn't dodge, it was hard to imagine whether his purple thunder wild robe and invincible golden body would be able to block the mystical dragon's explosive sword. The mystical dragon landed on the ground and stood at the edge of the huge pit. His calm and deep eyes flashed with a hint of astonishment. He raised his head and quickly looked around. All he saw was a flickering pink light. Even with his eyesight, he couldn't see the trajectory of the pink light. Qianfen had also disappeared. He wondered what this pink light had to do with him. Bang! A bolt of purple lightning fell. The mystical dragon leaped into the air. The lightning landed beside his feet and almost struck him. Bang! As soon as he landed, another bolt of purple lightning came. The mystical dragon's expression changed drastically. He was actually forced by Qianfen to the point where he could only dodge. Under the night sky, in the sky above the valley, Qianfen stepped on the cosmic flying sword and moved rapidly. His purple thunder wild robe fluttered in the wind, and his battle armor flickered with purple light. From time to time, lightning would strike down. Chapter 10:56. Crackle. Dark clouds gathered under the night sky, and purple light shone brightly. Thunder rumbled in the valley as if the end of the world had come. The #1 cultivator of the Hua, Xia secular world, dashed through the purple lightning, constantly changing his position. His white robe was stained with a layer of dust, and his flowing long hair was messy. He looked like he was in a sorry state. The divine dragon's eyes were bloodshot, and he gritted his teeth in anger. Ever since he stepped into the true Qi stage, The divine dragon was invincible in the secular world. He had forgotten how many years it had been since he was in such a sorry state. But in the two battles with Qin Feng, he was beaten into a sorry state. Rumble. A new round of explosions resounded, and the divine dragon thrust his sword into the air. The pink light was too fast, and the divine dragon couldn't accurately hit Qin Feng. He could only stab at a rough location. Then, the sky was shrouded by sword chi, and a series of explosions resounded. Rumble. However, the pink light was still flickering. The divine dragon stabbed Qin Feng more than 10 times, but he couldn't hurt him at all. Qin Feng, why are you hiding? If you want to defeat me and find out your mother's whereabouts, then come out and fight me. Otherwise, you'll never get the answer. The divine dragon was enraged, and he roared at the sky. The pink light that was flickering back and forth in the valley suddenly stopped. The divine dragon seized this opportunity and flew away. He raised his sword and covered half of the sky with a layer of sword chi. Divine dragon, you're despicable, Qin Feng roared. This time, he couldn't dodge the sword chi in the surroundings. When the divine dragon mentioned Qin Feng's mother, Qin Feng's emotions fluctuated so much that he paused for a moment and revealed his location. Heaven-burning blaze. Rumble. Qin Feng was enraged, and he charged toward the divine dragon's sword chi. The pair of heaven-splitter axes in his hands instantly enlarged and shone with a deep blue radiance. It was as if he was holding 2 bicycle wheels in his hands. The sword chi and the axe chi collided, and the surroundings were filled with explosions. A few mountains collapsed. Qin Feng had just broken through to the pinnacle of stage 9 inner chi last night. Now that he used the raging, flaming, heaven-burning technique again, its power was at least twice as strong. The 2 dragons formed by the 2 axe energies were even more lifelike. They roared as if they were alive. The explosion was so intense that even the dragon god had to retreat to avoid the center of the explosion. Qin Feng was a step too late. He was hit by the violent airflow and was sent flying. He coughed up a few mouthfuls of blood in midair. The golden light on his body shone even brighter, like a small moving sun. Fall! Just as the dragon god's feet touched the ground, another slash followed. Now, Qin Feng was still floating in midair. A hint of amusement flashed in the divine dragon's eyes. He was confident that he could end this battle with one strike. Rumble. The sword light disappeared in a flash, and the explosion had already spread. However, the mystical dragon's expression changed drastically, and he froze in midair. Qin Feng had disappeared before his eyes, and there was only air that had been pierced through and exploded at his previous position. There was a flash of pink light, and the mystical dragon really couldn't figure out what that was. Mystical dragon, your strength disappoints me. A cold voice came from behind, and the shock in the divine dragon's eyes intensified. It was already too late for him to dodge. His body suddenly exploded, and waves of majestic, vital energy shot out. A layer of white mist enveloped the divine dragon and formed a circular barrier with a circumference of more than 10 meters. Surging true chi flowed ceaselessly within the barrier, emitting a milky white radiance. It made the divine dragon look holy and pure. It was as if Qin Feng had activated the Justice Halo badge. This was vital energy, so powerful and pure that it made Qin Feng gasp in admiration. The 2 of them had already landed on the ground, separated by more than 10 meters. Between the 2 of them, a pink short sword hovered over the divine dragon's chest. Qin Feng concentrated on controlling the flying sword to pierce through the divine dragon's heart, but a layer of vital energy barrier obstructed Qin Feng's intention. The flying sword trembled continuously, letting out sword cries, but it couldn't move an inch. The divine dragon seemed to have forgotten about Qin Feng's existence, and his eyes were fixed on the cosmic flying sword in front of him. His eyes shone brilliantly, as if he was admiring a peerless treasure. Flying sword? You actually have a flying sword. After the divine dragon saw the flying sword, he understood everything. No wonder Qin Feng's speed was so fast that even the divine dragon couldn't catch him. This flying sword was truly a peerless treasure. How many of them could there be in the entire martial arts world? Good lad, this flying sword is mine. After admiring it for a while, the divine dragon suddenly roared, and the vital energy in his body burst out, turning into thousands of sword chi that shot towards Qin. With a loud boom, the 5-meter-tall black tortoise shield descended from the sky, blocking the thousands of sword chi in an instant. Just as the divine dragon's hand was about to grab the cosmic flying sword, a sword cry came from the void. A pink light flashed, and the flying sword had already shot into the void a few hundred meters away, disappearing with Qin on it. Crackle! The purple lightning fell again, but the divine dragon didn't move an inch, letting the purple lightning strike his head. The layer of milky, white, vital energy barrier suddenly flashed, and the purple lightning disappeared. It actually couldn't penetrate the protective vital energy barrier. Qin didn't dare to stop, and he continued to fly on the flying sword. He was shocked by the scene in front of him. Last time, the lightning attribute of the purple thunder wild robe was able to injure the divine dragon. Now, Qin understood that whether it was the previous battle or this battle, the divine dragon didn't unleash his true strength. Bang! Bang! The effect of the purple thunder wild robe only lasted for half an hour. Seeing that the time limit was almost up, Qin stepped on the flying sword and continuously struck lightning in the sky. The divine dragon stood there, not moving an inch. The vital energy barrier on his body shone brighter, and the purple lightning created dozens of pits of different sizes on the ground around the divine dragon. However, the area 10 meters around the divine dragon's feet didn't change at all. Qin, you're only at the peak of stage 9 energy. How can you imagine the power of the true energy stage? It may seem like the difference of a stage, but it's like a chasm that can't be crossed. Many talented martial artists have spent their entire lives trying to understand the Tao and step into the true energy stage, but in the end, they couldn't endure it and their lifespans ran out. Even if I stand here and let you hit me for a day, how can you hurt me with your realm of inner chi? The divine dragon returned to his mysterious and cold appearance. His voice seemed to come from thousands of meters away, but it also sounded like he was talking to Qin. The lightning attribute of the purple thunder wild robe had reached its limit. Qin could only swing the Heaven Splitter Axe to attack the divine dragon. However, the effect of the Heaven Splitter Axe was slightly weaker than the purple lightning, and it didn't cause any damage to the divine dragon. The divine dragon's words angered Qin, but he had to admit it. The difference between the true energy stage and the inner energy stage was like the difference between heaven and earth. Qin was only able to kill Ling Tianhai not long ago in the Demon City by pure luck. That night, Ling Tianhai was confused by Qin's wind blade technique and mistook it for a flying sword. Ling Tianhai channeled all his vital energy in front of him to block Qin's attack, but he didn't expect the real flying sword to pierce through his back. The flying sword was Qin's trump card, but he had to use it at the most unexpected time to deal a fatal blow to the enemy. However, because of the divine dragon's strength, Qin had already used the flying sword to protect himself. Now, it was obviously not that easy to kill the divine dragon with the flying sword. Qin, your strength is too low. You can't even bring out 1/10 of the power of such a high-grade celestial sword. What a waste of a precious treasure. The divine dragon roared angrily and suddenly disappeared into the distance. In this dark valley, Qin couldn't pinpoint his location. The cosmic flying sword flashed rapidly. However, controlling this flying sword consumed a lot of energy and stamina. Qin had already fought with the divine dragon for more than half an hour. The speed of the flying sword under his feet had obviously slowed down. Rumble. A loud sound spread out. Qin felt a hurricane behind him. The hurricane was so strong that even the flying sword was a little out of control. Rumble. A loud sound also spread out from Qin's body. The halo of justice was activated. The milky white light intertwined with the golden light of the invincible golden body, creating a strange halo effect. The chi of justice was not true energy, but it took the form of true energy. The divine dragon's sword aura dissipated more than half under the influence of the Qi of Justice. Qin Fun's thoughts moved slightly, and his figure once again disappeared into the night. Bang! At the same time, a blue light flashed across. The spirit snake whip fell from the sky and formed a layer of whip shadow above the divine dragon's head. Qin Fun changed into a new suit in an instant. The lightning attribute of the purple thunder wild robe had run out, and Qin Fun had the protection of the invincible golden body. He changed into the blood demon armor and rode on the fiery red flaming dragon horse. He waved the spirit snake whip in his hand and galloped on the cosmic flying sword. The divine dragon was stunned by the treasures on Qin Fun. This brat was practically a treasure trove. The lowest grade spiritual weapon he took out was a blue grade spiritual weapon. Moreover, the sudden appearance and disappearance of so many spiritual weapons made the divine dragon even more certain that Qin Fun was most likely a space-type psychic. The mutant was a product of a foreign country. The William family was prosperous. It was extremely rare for a Chinese martial artist who practiced ancient martial arts to have a space elemental mutant. Hiss! The flaming dragon horse let out a long neigh and leaped down from the cosmic flying sword. Qin Fun rode on the flaming dragon horse as though he was a god of war riding on a celestial steed. The sound of swords rang out in all directions. The cosmic flying sword transformed into countless streaks of light and attacked the divine dragon with all its might. Qin Fun landed on the ground on the flaming dragon horse. The spirit snake whip in his hand filled the sky. He waved his left hand, and the spear of rat halos pierced through the void. More than a dozen balls of destructive fire rained down from the sky. There were no dark clouds or thunder in the sky. However, the battle between Qin Fun and the divine dragon changed the weather. Dark clouds covered the moon. The already dark valley became so dark that one couldn't even see their own fingers. However, it was illuminated by the fiery rain and the golden light from Qin Fun's body. Qin Fun was like a ray of light in the dark night, a beacon in the middle of the night. He wasn't afraid of exposing his target because the attack of the flying swords and the destructive flames had caught the divine dragon off guard. The loud noises continued, and the valley began to shake. The destructive fire was the true fire of 10,000 beasts. It was a level stronger than the true Qi fire released by a true Qi expert. The divine dragon didn't dare to take this kind of fire lightly. He used his true Qi to protect himself from the attack of the fire. The flying sword took advantage of this and cut several wounds on the divine dragon's body. Roar! After fighting for a while, the divine dragon suddenly roared at the sky. His white robe was cut into pieces by the flying sword. It fluttered in the fierce wind. The milky white true Qi on the divine dragon's body underwent a huge change. It was actually suffused with a red glow. His eyes that were as deep as the stars were filled with blood. His face was incomparably ferocious. He was like an ancient beast that had suddenly awakened. Qin Fun, you will die a horrible death today. The divine dragon's roar had just ended when his figure disappeared. In Qin Fun's line of sight, a red light flew towards him. It was almost as fast as the cosmic flying sword. Qin Fun's eyes flashed with shock. When he fought with the purple dragon at the Broken Cliff Mountain, he had entered a berserk state. Therefore, Qin Fun could clearly see that the divine dragon had also entered a berserk state. Moreover, he still had consciousness. In the Chinese martial arts world, cultivation was divided into martial cultivation, demonic cultivation, and evil cultivation. These are the three main cultivation systems. As for ghost cultivation and demonic cultivation, they also existed. However, because of their rarity, they weren't paid much attention. Chapter 1057. The divine dragon had been famous in China for more than 20 years. Countless people had challenged him during this period, but most of them were defeated in less than 10 moves. No one knew the true strength of the divine dragon because no one in the secular world could force the divine dragon to go all out, but Qin Fun did it. He was shocked to find out that the divine dragon, who was revered and feared by the secular world, was not a martial cultivator, but a demon cultivator. Demon cultivators were more powerful, but they were despised and rejected by orthodox martial cultivators because they could easily lose their sanity after becoming a demon. Ouyang Feng became a demon because he practiced the Nine Sutra in reverse and went on a killing spree, which earned him the title of a demon. If one was careless, their nature would be devoured by the demonic nature. However, China had thousands of years of history, and there were still countless demon cultivators. Even though becoming a demon was risky, they could not resist the temptation of being powerful, because once they succeeded in becoming a demon, their strength would be more than doubled. The divine dragon did it, and he successfully became a demon. He could still maintain his sanity after entering the state of a demon. Bang! There was a loud explosion, and the air several hundred meters in front of Qin Feng exploded. That layer of air turned into a vacuum. The sword chi surged towards Qin Feng at a speed faster than lightning and hit him instantly. The invincible golden body shone brightly, and the sound of metal clashing rang out. The Vajra esoteric technique was a supreme technique, and the invincible golden body was invincible under the stage of inner chi. However, Qin Feng felt like his body was going to explode when the divine dragon attacked him in the state of a demon. His invincible golden body was going to be destroyed by the divine dragon. Bang! Bang! Qin Feng had just landed on the ground when the second wave of sword chi arrived. The sword chi surged even more violently. Before it landed on Qin Feng's body, the ground started to shake. The black tortoise shield suddenly descended and covered Qin Feng's body. It was like a towering and unshakable mountain that blocked the sword chi of the mystical dragon. A loud sound rang out from the black tortoise shield. It was as if a cannon had exploded on the shield. The ground beneath Qin Feng collapsed, and cracks spread rapidly on the surface of the ground. Master, there are cracks on the black tortoise shield. It needs to be stored in the Million Treasure Pavilion as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will break. Little Pig's soft voice sounded in Qin Feng's mind. With a slight thought, the black tortoise shield immediately disappeared. At the same time, Qin Feng rode on the fire dragon and sped through the valley, dodging the sword chi that was constantly falling behind him. Little Pig, didn't I lose contact with the system? Qin Feng was puzzled. Master, I haven't figured out the situation yet. I lost contact with the system previously, but because the battle between Master and the Dragon God was too intense, it changed the magnetic field of this valley, and the system has a slight buzz buzz. Just as Little Pig was speaking, it suddenly went silent. Qin Feng used his mind to sense a few times and found that the system was in a state of disconnection again. The black tortoise shield had already been put back into the system by Qin Feng. Not only could the 10,000 Treasures Pavilion raise the quality of spirit weapons, it also had the ability to repair them. However, now that he had lost contact with the system again, he couldn't get the black tortoise shield out again. He couldn't use one of Qin Feng's defensive artifacts anymore. Bang, 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 bang. Flaming Dragon Horse ran at its fastest speed, like a small rocket. The speed of the mystical dragon wasn't slow either. The ground behind Qin Feng exploded continuously, creating deep craters. Gravel and dust flew everywhere. The scene was as hot-blooded as a war scene. Rumble. Another loud sound rang out. This time, Flaming Dragon Horse's speed was a notch slower. The air current from the explosion hit the horse's leg, and Flaming Dragon Horse immediately fell to the ground. Qin Feng was also flung away, unable to control his body in midair. Swoosh! A pink light flashed, and Qin Feng and Flaming Dragon Horse disappeared at the same time. Flaming Dragon Horse was put back into the Emerald Spirit Ring. Qin Feng stepped on the cosmic flying sword and dodged the disaster. Hundreds of sword chi condensed at the place where he fell, and the air there exploded into a vacuum. Qin Feng stepped on the cosmic flying sword and fled. Everywhere he went, the ground would explode and the valley would tremble. Flying rocks fell, and it felt like a huge earthquake had occurred. Qin Feng was in a sorry state. He took out a handful of elixirs from time to time and poured them into his mouth. Controlling the cosmic flying sword consumed a lot of inner chi and mental power. Qin Feng felt that he couldn't hold on any longer. Roar, roar. Suddenly, A furious roar came from the valley. It was as if another ancient beast had awakened. The blood demon armor on Qin Feng's body flowed with bright red blood. The pure spiritual blood of a super beast in the armor was activated by Qin Feng. At this moment, he seemed to have transformed into an ancient beast. Bang! Just as Qin Feng activated the pure spiritual blood of a super beast, a red figure flew over and crashed into Qin Feng. The divine dragon and Qin Feng landed on the cliff behind them. The mountain peak that reached into the clouds was smashed into a huge crater, and it started to shake slightly. Qin Feng's back sank into the cliff. The blood demon armor on his body shone with a dazzling red light. Suddenly, he swung his fist. The power of the special Thunder Tiger fist was enhanced, and it was as if a wild beast was roaring. Rumble! The divine dragon didn't dodge. He met the attack head-on with his palm. When the fist and palm collided, Qin Feng sank a few meters deeper into the cliff. The divine dragon was also sent flying by the punch, and he lost his direction in the gale. Roar, roar! Qin Feng and the divine dragon were roaring furiously. They were like two wild beasts fighting for a territory. The divine dragon, who had entered a state of madness, was extremely powerful. However, Qin Feng, who had activated the pure spiritual blood of a super beast in the blood demon armor, had also become crazy. The two of them fought from long range to close range. In the end, they fought with their fists. Rumble! There was another loud sound. Qin Feng stood up from the cliff. The rocks fell on Qin Feng, but he didn't move at all. His eyes were focused on searching the dark valley. Whoosh! Soon, a red light flashed. The divine dragon's figure was getting closer and closer, like a cannonball. Qin Feng had already punched out, smashing the falling boulders. These boulders instantly changed direction, all shooting towards the flying mystical dragon like cannons shooting out. Bang, bang, bang. The air was pierced by the rocks, and there was a sharp sound. The divine dragon sprinted on the cliff, constantly changing its position like a nimble gorilla. In a few breaths, it had climbed to the mountainside. Qin Feng, let's see how you dodge this time. The divine dragon roared angrily. Then, he leaped and appeared in front of Qin Feng. The divine dragon gathered strong, true qi on his hands. It was as if he was holding two small suns and slammed them towards Qin Feng. Qin Feng's expression was ferocious. He waved his hand, and suddenly, a dazzling blue spear appeared on his shoulder. This was the Star Tech blue laser gun that the system had rewarded him with when he completed the Alliance Master of Martial Arts quest. A blue dragon was engraved on the body of the gun, and the muzzle was the dragon's mouth. Although Qin Feng had never used it before, he could already feel the power of this Star Tech blue laser gun. The divine dragon's figure suddenly stopped, and panic flashed in his blood-red eyes. In the previous battle, Qin Feng used the Starlight Gauntlet to injure the divine dragon. The starlight emitted by the Starlight Gauntlet was so powerful that the divine dragon was still scared when he thought about it. When he saw this strangely shaped spear again, the divine dragon realized that danger was coming. He retracted his palms and prepared to leave quickly. Rumble! However, Qin Feng had already pulled the trigger. A beam of green light shot out with an aura that could destroy heaven and earth. In an instant, the airflow within a radius of 100 meters was completely changed. The recoil of Star Technology's blue light laser gun was enormous. With one shot, Qin Feng was forced back 2 steps. As for Shenron, who was running away, he was hit by the air current from the explosion. He was sent flying into the ground and sank into an enormous pit. Rumble! However, Qin Feng did not stop. He stood on the 100-meter-high mountain, aimed the muzzle at the pit, and fired another shot. At the same time, the originally deep pit sank even deeper. Even the surrounding ground started to shake. The pits of different sizes were as spectacular as the craters on the surface of the moon. Rumble! The spear strike caused a huge tremor, and the rumbling continued for a long time without stopping. Dust flew up from the ground, and Qin Feng couldn't see the situation in the deep pit. However, he could sense that the divine dragon had escaped. That spear strike didn't kill the divine dragon, Qin Feng was well prepared for this battle with the divine dragon. The Emerald Spirit Ring was filled with treasures. Qin Feng immediately took out the night vision goggles and wore them on his face. The pitch-black valley became as bright as day. Swoosh! The sword whistled. Qin Feng stepped on the starry sky, flying sword, and disappeared in a streak of pink light. After a while, he appeared under a cliff hundreds of meters away. The divine dragon was lying at the bottom of the cliff. His clothes had long been blown to pieces. His skin was char-black, and his hair was messy. He no longer had the majesty of a divine dragon. If the martial artists of the secular world of Huaxia saw him now, they would definitely have a heart attack. This was the divine dragon, the invincible god of war that the martial artists of the secular world conferred as a god. However, at this moment, he was lying on the ground in exhaustion. He looked like he was at Qin Feng's mercy. The red light on his body disappeared, and the blood in his eyes faded. He had exhausted his demonic nature, but he still could not defeat Qin Feng. Divine Dragon, you have lost this battle. Qin Feng looked at the divine dragon coldly. The divine dragon did not have the slightest fear in the face of death. He sneered and said, "No matter how powerful a person is, there will be a day when he loses. Your realm is very ordinary, but you have a lot of treasures. Even if you defeat me, I have no regrets." Qin Feng did not care about the divine dragon's sarcasm. He did not defeat the divine dragon for fame or anything else. He only wanted to know the whereabouts of his mother. A defeat is a defeat. There are no excuses. According to our previous agreement, if you lose, you have to tell me where my mother is. Tell me now, or I will blow you up with a single shot. Qin Feng did not show the slightest bit of nervousness or fear in the face of the top powerhouse of the secular world of Huaxia. Instead, he had the aura of a supreme being, as if he was the true pinnacle. The divine dragon had stood at the top of the martial arts for more than 20 years. The sudden defeat made him very angry. He looked calm on the surface, but how could he accept this kind of defeat? Looking at Qin Feng's arrogant and domineering attitude, the divine dragon sneered and said, "Do you really want to know where your mother is? Even if I tell you, I'm afraid you won't be able to find her because she died 20 years ago." Boom! As soon as the divine dragon finished speaking, a violent explosion came from Qin Feng's body. His mind felt as if it had exploded, becoming completely blank. Ever since Qin Feng had obtained the Hedonist sovereign system, he had continuously worked hard to complete quests. He wanted to quickly become more powerful. The reason why he worked so hard was because he wanted to stabilize the Qin family's power, find his mother, and have his family reunite. Qin Feng was not afraid of the powerful opponents and enemies behind him. He was only afraid that his mother was no longer in this world. Now that he heard the divine dragon's words, Qin Feng went completely crazy. The last bit of faith in his heart seemed to collapse at this moment. So what if he became stronger? So what if he had the system? So what if he was the number one in the secular world? So what if he was the leader of the martial arts world? Chapter 1058. Qin Feng had gone mad. He had entered a demonic state. The blood demon armor on his body was drenched in blood, as if it was about to drip onto the ground. His eyes were bloodshot, and the flames of anger burned within them. At this moment, Qin Feng had lost all rationality. He only wanted to kill everyone in the world, and make them accompany his mother in death. "Not dead. My mother is not dead. You bastard, I'm going to kill you." Rumble. Qin Feng leaped into the air. His long hair was messed up by the wind, and his eyes were bloodshot. But in the next moment, he landed on the divine dragon. A loud explosion sounded. The divine dragon did not have the ability to dodge at all. He fell into a deep pit. Blood spurted out of the divine dragon's mouth. Even his ears, eyes, and nostrils were bleeding. Qin Feng was like a crazed beast, and the divine dragon was like a demon. Bang! The aftermath of the explosion spread. Qin Feng's figure flew up again. Behind him was the crescent moon. The moonlight shone on Qin Feng's face, making him look eerie. He hovered in the air for a second, then shot down again. Before his feet landed on the divine dragon's chest, a strange melody floated in the quiet valley. At the foot of a cliff, there was a Chinese zither. Beside the zither sat a woman in a red robe. She had fair skin and was as beautiful as a fairy. Her slender fingers stroked the zither, as if a celestial being was composing a poem. The melody was long and distant. It was soft at first, as if it came from a faraway place. But in the next moment, it rushed into Qin Feng's ears and reverberated in his mind. Qin Feng's mind was not clear in his demonic state. When the melody entered his mind, Qin Feng's eyes glazed over. He suddenly lost control of his body. The inner qi under his feet that was about to step on the divine dragon's chest disappeared, and he fell on his butt next to the divine dragon. The divine dragon was severely injured. He could not kill Qin Feng even if he saw Qin Feng lying next to him. When the music started, the divine dragon's expression changed. He no longer paid attention to Qin Feng. Instead, he looked at the woman in red at the foot of the cliff. "Swear, who told you to come here? Leave now." The divine dragon roared with all his might. The woman playing the Chinese zither at the foot of the cliff was China's A-list celebrity, Swear. "Brother, you're the only family I have left in this world. I don't want to see you die. If you want to die, let's die together." Shue's expression did not change. As she spoke, she continued to play the zither in a serious manner. Her hands were fair and slender, and she exuded the aura of a fairy. It was rare to see a fairy like her in all of China. However, at that moment, Shue's brows were tightly furrowed, as though she was facing a formidable foe. "Shue, listen to your brother and leave. Qin Feng is too powerful. You can't control him. When he wakes up, you'll die too." The fearless divine dragon's expression changed drastically at this moment. Everyone had their own reverse scale and a weak side hidden in their hearts. This was the weakness of humans. Everyone would inevitably have some weaknesses. Even a powerhouse like the divine dragon could not escape the shackles of kinship. In this world, Shue only had the divine dragon as her family. Similarly, the divine dragon also only had Shue as his family. The siblings had depended on each other since young. Now that the divine dragon stood at the pinnacle of martial arts in the secular world, his only wish was for his sister to live a peaceful and happy life. However, Shue did not seem to hear the divine dragon's words. She played the zither faster and faster, and the valley was filled with magical music. Even though Shue was a weak girl who knew nothing about martial arts, she was able to control Qin Feng's mind with her zither. She even caused the magnetic field and airflow in the valley to change drastically, causing the entire valley to shake. This was because the zither in Shue's hand was no ordinary zither. It was a spiritual instrument purchased from the ultimate star system. Shue was not an ordinary weak girl, but the owner of the ultimate star system. "Little sister, what are you hiding from me? Why do you want to be a star? Why can you control Qin Feng?" The divine dragon knew that Shue would not leave, so he asked the question that had been on his mind for the past year. The divine dragon knew the dangers of the martial arts world and the cunning of the metropolis. Therefore, he had always protected Shue. He only wanted his sister to live a peaceful life as an ordinary person. However, Shue insisted on becoming a star a year ago, and the divine dragon had always rejected her. In the end, Shue relied on her own hard work and no one's help to become a top celebrity in China. The divine dragon could not understand his little sister. He felt that she was as mysterious as Qin Feng. A sheen of sweat formed on Shue's forehead. She felt that she could no longer control Qin Feng. When she realized that she and her brother were going to die today, Shue decided to reveal the secret that she had kept hidden for more than a year. "Brother, do you believe in the existence of the system?" Shue's voice was hollow, and there was a hint of nervousness in it. Others might have been overjoyed to receive the system, but not Shue. She had always listened to her brother since she was young. She wanted to obediently follow her brother's orders and be an ordinary girl. However, the system had chosen her. Shue had to complete the mission or she would die. The night she received the system, Shue cried the entire night. She could not sleep, and she had nightmares every night. She did not want to have something in her head. She did not want the ultimate star system to disrupt her peaceful and blissful life. The divine dragon was stunned. He asked in confusion, "System? What's that?" "Brother, the system is a very mysterious thing. It cannot even be explained with the current science on Earth. It exists in my head, and it will give me missions. I must complete these missions, and then I will receive unexpected rewards. These rewards are very powerful. The zither in my hand is a reward from the ultimate star system." Shue said a lot because she was afraid that her brother would not believe her or think that she was crazy. The expression on the divine dragon's face changed again and again, from shock and disbelief at first, to worry later, and finally, to realization. The mystical dragon understood many things. He knew why Master would ask him to pay attention to some people every once in a while and then suppress their growth. Qinfen was one of them. So, Qinfen was also the owner of the system? Shui Qinfen also has the system? The divine dragon asked. Him too. Fu said, "Brother asked me to go to Hong Kong to get in touch with Qinfen. At that time, I discovered Qinfeng's secret. No wonder he turned from a spoiled brat to a martial arts powerhouse in half a year. He had the system's help, but the system is too mysterious. I was afraid that brother wouldn't believe me even if I told him. I've been hiding the system from him all this time. I only told him today when I was at my wit's end. I hope brother won't blame me." The divine dragon understood everything. The shock in his heart had not yet faded. The divine dragon did not have a system. He only found out about it today. The divine dragon was very curious about the system. What was it? How could it make a normal person so powerful? Then, Qinfeng's flying sword, purple equipment, and high-grade martial arts techniques were all obtained from the system. It seemed like the system was really amazing. "Brother, go. I can't hold on any longer." Shui suddenly yelled. She felt that Qinfen was trying to break free from her control. Of course, the mystical dragon wouldn't leave. He wanted to persuade his sister to leave again, but at this moment, Qinfen suddenly roared into the sky. The lion's roar shook the entire valley. Rocks fell, and a few of them almost hit Shui's head. "Shui, you're here? What's your relationship with the divine dragon?" Qinfen regained his senses and walked out of his frenzied state. However, Qinfen did not hear the conversation between Shui and the divine dragon. He had been looking for Shui recently. He did not expect Shui to be on the divine dragon's side. "Ah, brother, go. I'll hold Qinfen back." Shui screamed when she saw Qinfen awake. Qinfen was stunned. Shui called brother divine dragon. She was the divine dragon's sister. This relationship confused Qinfen. Before Snow's fingers could touch the zither, Qinfen leaped into the air and caught her in his arms. "You'd better not move, or else I'll snap your neck," he said. "You'd better not move." Shui was the first person Qinfen had met who possessed a system. Moreover, she was the divine dragon's sister. Qinfen would not go easy on Shui. She had almost killed Qinfen in Hong Kong with her demonic tunes. Qinfen grabbed Shui by the back of her neck, and a layer of inner chi floated above his palm. "Qinfen, don't do anything rash. You can kill me anytime you want. Shui has nothing to do with this. Let her go." The divine dragon was scared out of his wits. It was Qinfeng's first time seeing the divine dragon so nervous. "It's not up to you whether I kill her or not. Back in Hong Kong, didn't you send Shui to test me? If Shui is the owner of a system, then so are you." Qinfeng's mind was full of thoughts. He suspected that the divine dragon also had a system. But this time, Qinfen was overthinking. Before the divine dragon could say anything, Shui suddenly unbuckled the belt around her waist. The fiery red robe slid down Shui's smooth, fair shoulders and fell to the soles of her feet. The inside was a vacuum, and it was beautiful. Shui turned around and threw herself into Qinfeng's arms. She stood on her tiptoes and planted a kiss on Qinfeng's lips. "Qinfen, let go of my brother. I'm willing to serve you. This is my first time." Shui's sudden action stunned Qinfen and the divine dragon. The divine dragon was so angry that he vomited blood. He would rather be killed than see his sister's body ruined in order to save him. Shui knew that Qin Feng was a dissolute and hedonistic playboy, so she had no choice but to use her seductive technique. This was all she could do. "Don't move, or I'll kill the divine dragon right now." Qin Feng's heart raced as he was enveloped by her soft fragrance. He had to admit that Shui was a stunner. No man could resist her charm. But Qin Feng was no ordinary man. He would not be brainwashed by her beauty. He pushed Shui away, picked up the red robe from the ground, and tossed it over. "Put on your clothes first." Both Shui and the divine dragon were stunned by Qin Feng's reaction. Shui's beautiful face blushed. She was one of the most popular celebrities in China. Many rich young masters and big bosses wanted to spend the night with her, but Shui had rejected them all. Shui was the dream lover of thousands of men. She kept her chastity pure and innocent. This was the first time she had offered herself to a man, but she was rejected. "Qin Feng, as long as you let go of my sister, I'll tell you everything about your mother." The divine dragon recovered from his momentary daze. Qin Feng's eyes lit up, and he leaped to the divine dragon's feet. "Tell me, where's my mother now?" Qin Feng was so nervous that his body was trembling. Shui had already rushed over. She helped the divine dragon lean against the edge of the cliff. She looked at Qin Feng with a pleading expression. "See, can you give my brother some healing pills? Since I've hugged you naked, I'm yours from now on. I'm willing to exchange my life for my brother's. Please let my brother go, young hero Qin Feng." Qin Feng looked at Shui, his heart pounding. With a flip of his hand, Qin Feng tossed 2 qi strengthening pills to the divine dragon. For a divine dragon of his level, a Tier 4 spirit pill could only be taken as a healing pill. P.S. Oh my God, the dog abuse festival is here. Woof woof woof. Chapter 1059. Qin Feng was not worried that the divine dragon would regain his strength and attack him after eating the qi strengthening pill. This was because the divine dragon was lucky to be alive after being shot by the Star Technologies blue laser gun. Now that the divine dragon was seriously injured, it was impossible for him to recover in a short period of time. The divine dragon swallowed the qi strengthening pill and sat cross-legged to recuperate. Then, he opened his eyes and looked at Qin Feng. His complexion looked better. "Qin Feng, if you want to know where your mother is, let Shui go first." The divine dragon realized that he was going to die today. He was not afraid of death, but he was afraid that Qin Feng would kill Shui as well. Qin Feng was anxious to know where his mother was. He looked at Shui and said, "Go." However, Shui lunged forward and held onto the divine dragon's arm. She said firmly, "Brother, since I'm here, I won't leave. If I die, let's die together." The divine dragon was very touched, but he also felt helpless. He knew Shui's temper. Once she had made up her mind, she could not change it. With a sigh, the divine dragon looked at Qin Feng and said, 20 years ago, there was a sudden upheaval in the pugilistic world. All the hidden sects of the pugilistic world came out and entered the mundane world in search of a treasure. The divine dragon's expression suddenly became blank. It was as if he had returned to 20 years ago. Qin Feng's expression became extremely solemn when he saw that the divine dragon was talking about serious matters. In the empty and quiet valley at night, there was only the sound of the wind and the divine dragon's ancient voice that seemed to come from thousands of miles away. That was the craziest year in the pugilistic world. The normal order of life in the mundane world was disrupted. Most of the people living in the mundane world were ordinary people. They did not expect that there would be such a group of powerful masters in Huaxia. These people were as powerful as the masters in wuxia novels. They could leap onto roofs and vault over walls, and even release ice and fire with their bare hands. The ordinary people in the mundane world were frightened. The Huaxia government was furious. They mobilized the Dragon Sect and the Martial Art Alliance to suppress the forces of the pugilistic world. Unfortunately, that treasure seemed to be too powerful. It made the martial artists of the pugilistic world lose their minds. In the end, they fought with the government head-on. In that battle, the flames of war reached the sky. The battle situation was very intense, but even more tragic. Both the foreign martial arts world and the Huaxia government suffered heavy losses, but no one was willing to give in. It was as if they wanted to fight to the death. In the end, my master asked me to come out of seclusion and help the Huaxia government to stop the crazy invasion of the outer martial arts world. At that time, I had just broken through to the true Qi stage and was one of the strongest in the outer martial arts world. Under my leadership, the Huaxia government turned the tide of the battle. The outer martial arts world suffered heavy losses and had no choice but to retreat into the mountains. This battle started because of that mysterious treasure, and the owner of that treasure was your mother, the genius disciple of the Thousand Shadows sect. Qinging, the divine dragon, told Qin Fun and Shui Er about the incident that happened 20 years ago. At that time, the two of them had just been born. They didn't expect such a huge war to break out between the martial arts world and the secular world of Huaxia. Qin Fun quickly regained his senses and asked, "Then, after you quelled the war, where did my mother go?" The divine dragon's expression was still in a daze. He shook his head and said, "Your mother hid the treasure and caused a disturbance in the outer martial arts world. After I defeated the forces of the outer martial arts world, the Huaxia government asked me to find your mother. Even the Huaxia government was tempted by such a powerful treasure, but I couldn't find your mother. Later on, I heard my master mention her. Maybe my master knows what happened after that." After that battle, the divine dragon became famous in the secular world of Huaxia. The Dragon Gate gave the divine dragon mountain to the divine dragon and gave him the title of Divine Dragon King. From then on, the divine dragon guarded the divine dragon mountain and protected the peace and stability of the secular world of Huaxia. As for the aftermath of the chaos in the martial arts world and Qin Ying's whereabouts, the divine dragon really didn't know. A hint of disappointment flashed in Qin Fun's eyes. He thought he could find out his mother's whereabouts after he defeated the divine dragon. He didn't expect the divine dragon to be so clueless. Qin Fun suddenly looked at the divine dragon with a sharp glint in his eyes. "Are you lying to me? You said you knew my mother's whereabouts before. Why can't you tell me where she is now? Tell me where my mother is, or I'll stab you to death." Qin Fun couldn't calm himself down when talking about his mother. He gripped the cosmic flying sword in his hand and glared at the divine dragon with a ferocious expression. "Qin Fun, I beg you, don't kill my brother." Shui Er had already pounced into Qin Fun's arms and hugged him tightly. She cried like a Raymond. The icy aura around Qin Fun dissipated a little. He actually sympathized with Shui Er. Back at the hotel in Hong Kong, Qin Fun used the lion's roar to make Shui Er unconscious. That night, Shui Er revealed the secret and pain in her heart. Qin Fun kept the flying sword and gently pushed Shui Er away. He continued to stare at the divine dragon and said, "You better tell me the truth. Otherwise, I won't let you go." The divine dragon looked at Shui Er and Qin Fun with a strange expression. No one knew what he was thinking. "I'm telling the truth. There's no need for me to lie to you. For the past 20 years, I've been thinking about what that treasure is. Why it could cause the entire martial arts world to go crazy. Today, I finally understand. That treasure is the system. You and Shui Er both have systems." When Shui Er told the divine dragon about the secret of the system, the divine dragon understood many things. Qin Fun's expression changed. He was brainwashed by the demonic voice and did not hear the conversation between the divine dragon and Shui Er. Now that he knew the secret of the system was exposed, Qin Fun felt such danger for the first time. "What did you say? You know the secret of my system? Then don't blame me. You must die today." The system was Qin Fun's biggest secret. Now, he was sure that the divine dragon and Shui Er knew this secret. His body suddenly emitted a turbulent aura. The divine dragon's expression was calm. He had long disregarded life and death. Shui Er trembled in fear and hugged Qin Fun tightly again. "Qin Fun, I actually knew the secret of your sister back in Hong Kong, but I swore I never told anyone. Just now, I thought Big Brother and I were going to die here, so I told him the secret. Please don't kill Big Brother. He won't tell anyone." After removing her identity, As the owner of the ultimate superstar system, Cher was just a little girl in her 20s. When she encountered things, she would be nervous and afraid. She only had her big brother as her family in this world, so she often felt like she had no one to rely on. When Qin Feng saw her weak emotions, his heart softened. Qin Feng, you can kill me, but now is not the time. I know many things, and I have many questions in my heart. If your mother escaped with the system, why did the system appear on you? Could it be that your mother placed the system on you? Then what is the system? Don't they need standards to choose their masters? The divine dragon's questions stunned Qin Feng. Wasn't this a question that Qin Feng often asked after he obtained the system? Qin Feng had asked Little Pig many times about the system's secrets and origins, but Little Pig didn't have the authority to answer Qin Feng. Unless Qin Feng became a level 9 Hedonist sovereign or spent 1 billion Hedonist points to unlock the system's secrets. Qin Feng also thought that the treasure his mother had with her back then was the system. Did the Hedonist sovereign system not recognize a master in his mother's mind 20 years ago? Why did the Hedonist sovereign system choose him as its host? Qin Feng and the divine dragon were deep in thought. Shue'er's expression also became confused. As the owner of the ultimate superstar system, she often thought about these questions. Shue'er, how did you get the system? Qin Feng suddenly looked at Shue'er. Shue'er suddenly woke up with a start. She looked a little flustered. I don't know. Just over a year ago, when I was about to sleep at night, a cold electronic voice appeared in my head, and then I got the ultimate superstar system. Actually, I don't want the system. I want it to disappear from my head, but that's impossible. Qin Feng and the divine dragon were speechless. Most people would love to get the system so that they could quickly become stronger, but Shue'er was unhappy after getting the system. The three of them became even more confused. They couldn't understand the reason for the system's appearance. The divine dragon was a genius disciple from the inner hidden sections. He was experienced and knowledgeable, so he looked at things from a different perspective. This is bad. From the looks of it, China is huge, and there are more than one. 5 billion people. You two aren't the only ones who have the system. Maybe there are other people who have the system. So where did the system come from? With Earth's current technology, even America can't develop such advanced technology. Then, could the person who created the system be on Earth? Could it be from an alien planet? The divine dragon's imagination ran wild. Qin Feng and Shue'er were dumbfounded. However, the two of them quickly came back to their senses. Actually, Qin Feng and Shue'er had also thought of the divine dragon's idea. It was just that they were in the 21st century, and Qin Feng and Shue'er didn't believe in the existence of an alien civilization. However, when the divine dragon seriously mentioned this possibility, Qin Feng and Shue'er began to seriously think about it. What if it really was an alien technology? What if the person who created the system discovered Earth? That would be a disaster for the entire planet. Under the night sky, only the sound of the wind could be heard in the valley. Qin Feng, Shue'er, and Shue'er were deep in thought. They looked nervous and panicked. Qin Feng and the divine dragon were the strongest in the martial arts world. They weren't afraid of Huaxia's martial artists. Even the old monsters from the inner hidden sects were not enough to make them tremble in fear. However, the problem had been elevated to the level of Star Wars. Why did it feel like they were adapting a script? Shue'er, your supreme superstar system also has a system soul, right? Qin Feng looked at Shue'er again. Shue'er had nothing to hide from Qin Feng now. With a thought, a pink squirrel landed on Shue'er's shoulder. This is the flower squirrel, my system soul. Qin Feng looked at the cute flower squirrel. However, the flower squirrel seemed to be afraid of Qin Feng. It curled up and hid in Shue'er's hair. With a thought, Little Pig jumped out. This is Little Pig, my system soul. Qin Feng and Shue'er each summoned an adorable pet out of thin air. They even spoke some professional terms about the system. This confused the divine dragon. Little Pig seemed to be very interested in the flower squirrel. After a moment of hesitation, it jumped onto Shue'er's shoulder. It burrowed into her curly hair and started playing with the flower squirrel. Did you ask the flower squirrel about the origin of the system? Qin Feng asked. Shui nodded and said, I did, but my supreme superstar level is too low. The flower squirrel has no right to tell me. Shui's situation was exactly the same as Qinfen's. Qinfen was now sure that Shui's system and his system were the same series. They were both supreme superstar systems. This meant that the person who developed this system must be the same group or person. It seemed like the system's developer was too powerful. Qinfen, the flower squirrel, told me to rely on you. No, otherwise you'll devour my system and I'll die. Is this true? Shui suddenly looked at Qinfen nervously. She looked like a frightened little girl next door. Qinfen couldn't bear it anymore. The flower squirrel was telling the truth because Little Pig had warned Qinfen. Chapter 1060. Qinfen looked at Little Pig, who was happily playing with the flower squirrel on the ground. He was speechless. That flower squirrel is a female, right? Little Pig was stunned for a moment. Master, you can even tell? Qinfen curled his lips. Do you not distinguish between species in the animal world? How did you befriend a squirrel? Little Pig's chubby cheeks flushed red. He glared at Qinfen and said angrily, Master, your thoughts are too filthy. Flower squirrel and I are just friends with benefits. Ahem, just friends. If Master subdues Snow, Master will receive rewards from Snow for completing quests. Snow will also help Master complete quests. Simply put, your systems are connected, and you can help each other. Little Pig's chubby cheeks flushed red. Little Pig went back to playing with the flower squirrel. Qinfen did not pay any more attention to the perverted pig. Cher was still in Qinfen's arms. She realized that Qinfen was actually quite kind. She had already decided to exchange her life for her brother's and her own. Divine Dragon, who is your master? Qinfen returned to the main topic. Divine Dragon's expression changed slightly. A complicated look flashed across his starry eyes. The chief of the Huaxia Martial Arts Alliance is my master. Qinfen was stunned. Master Dragon God's reputation was really big. The Martial Art Alliance was the bridge between the martial artists of the secular world and the martial artists of the outer martial arts world. Any martial artist from Huaxia would basically purchase cultivation materials from the Martial Art Alliance or take on missions to hone their realm. It was also Cher's first time hearing Divine Dragon mention his master. She did not know him before. How do I find him? Qinfen only wanted to find out his mother's whereabouts as soon as possible. As for how powerful his master was, Qinfen would not back down. Master is very secretive. Every time, he looks for me because he wants to see me. I can't find him. You can go to the Martial Art Alliance and ask around. Maybe you can find some clues, Shenlong said. Qinfen was speechless. After all this time, there was still no news of his mother's whereabouts. In the end, he still had to find the mystical dragon's master after defeating him. However, it wasn't all for naught. As Qinfen became stronger, the opponents he encountered became stronger as well. He felt that there was an earth-shattering secret behind the incident caused by his mother 20 years ago. Qinfen seemed to have touched the edge, but he still couldn't solve the riddle. However, he would continue to investigate. He must find his mother and solve the secret of the system. In the end, you still haven't given me the answer I want, so there's no need for me to keep you. After Qinfen finished speaking, he suddenly stood up and looked down at the Divine Dragon. Not long ago, this supreme expert of the secular world had been defeated by Qinfen. Shui had been in a state of anxiety, afraid that Qinfen would kill her brother. When she saw Qinfen pointing his dagger at the dragon, Shui suddenly stood up and spread her arms in front of the dragon. If you want to kill my brother, you'll have to kill me first. Shui's expression was unwavering. The Divine Dragon struggled to his feet and walked to the edge of the cosmic flying sword. Qinfen, you're the undisputed strongest expert of the secular world. Since I've been defeated by you, you can kill me if you want, but I have a secret that I can tell you in exchange for my little sister Shui's life. Spit it out, Qinfen said coldly. Actually, I've been observing you since a long time ago. I even arranged for Qin Xiao to suppress you. I wanted to see how fast you could grow, and I wanted to force you to reveal your secret. However, it wasn't my idea to do all of this. It was my master who instructed me to do so. Apart from you, My master would also instruct me to observe and cultivate a person every once in a while. I didn't understand it before, but I've figured it out now. Those people are all people with systems. The secret revealed by the divine dragon shocked Qin Fun and Shui Er. Did this mean that the divine dragon's master knew about the existence of the system and was purposely nurturing the possessor of the system? What a terrible news it was. Who is your master? What's his name? He's Ling Jiuqian, the vice sect leader of the Stellar Sect, a hidden sect in the outer martial world. Stellar Sect? You're also a disciple of the Stellar Sect? Qin Fun was shocked again. That's right. I'm also a disciple of the Stellar Sect. My Taoist name in the sect is Ling Long. Qin Fun had just returned from the Outer Martial Arts Conference, and he was in a heated argument with the Stellar Sect. He didn't expect the Divine Dragon and his master to be disciples of the Stellar Sect. Qin Fun couldn't let the Divine Dragon live anymore. I have a deep grudge against the Stellar Sect. It looks like you're going to die today. A violent aura erupted from Qin Fun's body, and he thrust his dagger at the Divine Dragon. Shui was so frightened that her face turned pale. Disregarding her own life, she leaped at Qin Fun's dagger. The Divine Dragon screamed when he saw the dagger was about to pierce through Shui Er's heart, but he couldn't stop it. Even Qin Fun frowned. He had a good impression of Shui Er, and Little Pig had also suggested that he subdue Shui Er. Rumble. A loud explosion rang out, and the cliff behind the Divine Dragon suddenly exploded. At the crucial moment, Qin Fun's dagger deviated, and the dagger landed on the mountain peak. Shui fell into Qin Fun's arms. She wasn't wearing anything under her fiery red chi pao, but Qin Fun could feel her warmth and softness. The atmosphere froze. The Divine Dragon and Shui thought they were going to die, but after a while, they realized they were still alive. Shui looked at Qin Fun gratefully, stood on her tiptoes, and kissed Qin Fun on the lips. Qin Fun, please don't kill my brother. I'm willing to serve you with everything I have. You can do whatever you want. Shui's beauty was on par with Zhao Lingxian and the other women. She made Qin Fun's body burn with desire, but he didn't mess around with her. He gently pushed her away, and his gaze fell on the Divine Dragon again. Actually, I'm not a member of the Stellar Sect anymore. I've been staying on the Divine Dragon Mountain for the past 20 years, protecting the peace and stability of Huaxia. I haven't returned for 20 years, so I've probably been forgotten by the sect leader and elders. The Divine Dragon looked into the distance and sighed. Qin Feng had a lot of doubts in his heart. He felt that there were many strange things about the chaos in the martial arts world 20 years ago. Since you're from the Starlight Sect, why did you stand out to help the Chinese government? Shouldn't you be helping the forces of the outer martial arts world? I'm also very curious about this. Back then, it was Master who asked me to go down the mountain to help the Huaxia government. I was just following orders. The Divine Dragon's expression was calm and emotionless. Qin Fun couldn't tell if the Divine Dragon was telling the truth or not. For a moment, he didn't know if he should kill the Divine Dragon or not. Snow stood by Qin Fun's side and gently held onto his arm. If Qin Fun wanted to make a move, Snow would stop him again. The two of them looked at each other and remained silent for a moment. Then, Qin Fun waved his hand and put away the starry sky flying sword. Divine Dragon, you've been guarding the Divine Dragon Mountain for 20 years, protecting the peace and stability of the secular world. For that, I won't kill you today, but if I find out that you're lying, I'll challenge you again. At that time, it'll be useless no matter who pleads for mercy. Even after Qin Fun finished, the Divine Dragon's expression was still cold. He didn't feel happy that he had escaped death. Snow, on the other hand, was overjoyed. She threw herself into Qin Fun's arms and hugged him tightly. The moment she took off her clothes, she had decided to follow Qin Fun for the rest of her life. Although she didn't like or love Qin Fun at the moment, she didn't regret it. Qin Fun, thank you, Snow said gratefully. Qin Fun didn't push Snow away. He let her lie in his arms. Snow, you have to obey me. Otherwise, I'll have to devour your system. Don't worry, I'm willing to obey you. Flower Squirrel told me that obeying you is my best choice. Snow didn't hesitate. She just wanted to live a peaceful and stable life. The system was not important to her. The cold atmosphere turned for the better. Qinfen decided to let the divine dragon go. He didn't know if it was a good or bad decision. Divine dragon, since I've let you go, I hope you can forget everything that happened today. You don't have to worry that I'll leak the secret of your system, because Snow has a system. I care about Snow's safety. If the secret of the system is leaked, it'll cause a second chaos in the martial arts world. 20 years ago, I had the power to suppress the martial arts world. Things are different now. The divine dragon's words calmed Qinfen down. He could tell that the divine dragon cared about Snow. Snow was the divine dragon's only family in this world. He would rather die than let Snow be harmed. Can you also promise me one thing? The divine dragon continued to ask. Tell me about it. Snow doesn't have any real feelings for you. You have many women around you. Let Snow go. Let her live a normal life. The divine dragon's expression was sincere. He was really begging Qinfen. Qinfen was touched. This was the divine dragon of Huaxia, an existence above the 9 dragons. Yet, he was willing to lower himself for the sake of family. Not everyone could do that. All right. Qinfen agreed to the divine dragon's request without hesitation. The divine dragon was relieved. However, at that moment, Snow held Qinfen's arm tightly. She looked at the two of them and said, "Brother, you don't have to persuade me. I'll keep my word. Moreover, I'll only be with one man in my life. Since Qinfen saw my body, he's my man. I'll follow Qinfen for the rest of my life." Snow's decision surprised Qinfen and the divine dragon. Even Qinfen thought that Snow was only willing to follow him to save the divine dragon. However, this woman's single-minded attitude had moved Qinfen. Snow, the divine dragon, wanted to say something, but was interrupted by Snow. "Brother, let me make my own decisions when it comes to relationships." The divine dragon did not finish his sentence. He sighed and did not speak again. Qinfen did not speak either. He was prepared to let nature take its course. If Snow wanted to follow him, then so be it. If she wanted to leave after some time, Qinfen would not stop her. Originally, Qinfen and the divine dragon had a battle of life and death. Now, Qinfen had become the divine dragon's brother-in-law. Their relationship changed so quickly. Qinfen was speechless. "Master, are you guys done?" At this time, Qin Xiao ran in from outside. When he saw Qinfen and the others standing at the foot of the mountain, he was confused. "Qin Xiao, come here." The divine dragon beckoned. Qin Xiao hurriedly leaped over. Along the way, Qin Xiao saw the rubble rolling down from the top of the mountain and the huge craters in the valley. He was shocked. It seemed that Qinfen and the divine dragon had fought, and the battle was unusually intense. But Qinfen was still alive. He could still stand on the ground. His face was rosy. Qin Xiao arrived in front of the divine dragon. His heart was filled with doubts. "Master, did you win?" "I lost." The divine dragon's tone was calm. He had already accepted the fact that he and Snow had survived the duel. He was already satisfied. Moreover, after the three of them discussed the system, the divine dragon's heart had risen by several levels. He suddenly realized that he was actually insignificant. What was the strongest in the mortal world? It was just a tidal hiss. Qin Xiao sucked in a breath of cold air. He was stunned by the divine dragon's words. Chapter 1061. Qin Xiao could not understand and could not accept this fact. Of course, Divine Dragon understood Qin Xiao's doubts and said calmly, "Qin Xiao, the conflict between you and Qinfen is not a conflict. It's all fate. In the future, when you two brothers reconcile, don't stay by my side anymore. Go back to the Qin Manor in the provincial capital. You'll have a better future with Qinfen than with me." Divine Dragon rarely had a heart-to-heart talk with Qin Xiao. This was the first time he said something like this. Qin Xiao was shocked. Qin Xiao stared at Qinfen, dumbfounded. It was as if this was the first day he met this brother Tang. He really could not understand what Qinfen was capable of to make the strongest person in the secular world, Divine Dragon, say something like this. "Qin Xiao, Qin Wudao has returned to the Qin Manor and is now taking care of the affairs of the Qin Manor. The Qin Manor is developing vigorously and lacks manpower. We all welcome you home. Let's carry the Qin Manor forward together. Qin Feng looked at Qin Xiao sincerely. Qin Xiao was at a loss at this moment. He had been fighting with Qin Feng for more than a year. In order to fight for the position of the head of the family, he did not hesitate to abandon his brotherly relationship. The moment Qin Feng won the position of the head of the family, Qin Xiao hated Qin Feng to the core. He could not wait to cut Qin Feng into pieces, but now, Qin Xiao realized that he seemed to have gone the wrong way. His thinking was wrong from the beginning. Everyone was a member of the Qin family. The same blood flowed in their bodies. What was the difference between being the head of the family? Everyone should work together and develop the Qin Manor together. Divine Dragon stood up to persuade, and Qin Feng invited Qin Xiao home calmly. At this moment, Qin Xiao's heart was filled with emotions. The heavy burden and deep hatred instantly dissipated. Maybe you hated someone before and thought you would hate him for the rest of your life. Maybe you hated him so much that you wished he would be killed by a car the moment he stepped out. But maybe at some point, a thought flashed through your mind, and you let go of this hatred. Big brother Qin Feng. When Qin Xiao called out this long-lost big brother, both Qin Feng and Qin Zhao's eyes were filled with a layer of mist. Qin Xiao of the Qin Manor had also returned. Now that Qin Feng, Qin Wudao, Qin Xiao, and Qin Duo were on good terms with each other, and Qin Feng also learned that Qin Yu was still alive. When Qin Yu returned, Qin Feng's generation of direct descendants would finally be reunited. After fighting for 20 years, everything was finally coming to an end. At this moment, Qin Feng felt incomparably comfortable. After chatting for a while, Divine Dragon left the valley with Qin Xiao, leaving Qin Feng and Shuer alone. Since Divine Dragon could not persuade Shuer, he might as well let his sister do whatever she wanted. Voila! As soon as the two of them left, Shuer undid the silk belt around her waist. Her fiery red robe slid down, and she became a vacuum again as she threw herself into Qin Feng's arms. Qin Feng was speechless and didn't dare to look at Shuer's body. This woman was pure and moving, and was definitely a beauty killer. Snow, you don't have to do this. Put on your clothes first, then I'll subdue your system. The reason why Qin Feng was still alive was to complete the mission of devouring Shuer's supreme superstar system. However, Snow couldn't be bothered to put on her clothes. She looked at Qin Feng and said, "Then I'll subdue him like this. What should I do?" Qin Feng glanced at Shuer's chest and forced himself to calm down. He said to Little Pig, "You perverted pig, let's get down to business." Little Pig and Flower Squirrel were happily running around the valley. Now that their master called for them, the two little fellows hurriedly ran back. "Master, enter Shuer's mind with your consciousness, then sense her system. I'll help you complete the devouring process," Little Pig said. Qin Feng looked at Shuer and said, "Shuer, I'll enter your mind with my consciousness. Don't struggle or be afraid. You'll be fine." Shuer nodded obediently. Qin Feng didn't waste any more time and concentrated. Buzz! A strange energy wave spread around Qin Feng and Shuer, and their consciousnesses quickly fused together. Qin Feng entered Shue's supreme superstar system and discovered that there were very few open interfaces in the system, and the items that could be exchanged were much fewer than in his hedonist sovereign system. When their consciousnesses fused together, both of their bodies trembled. It was a wonderful feeling. Qin Feng felt that it was better than having sex. Qin Feng didn't have to worry about the rest. Little Pig and Flower Squirrel completed the task on their own. After about half an hour, Qin Feng heard Little Pig's voice. "Master, the devouring is complete. You and Shuer's supreme superstar system are now connected. She can see Master's system quests, and Master can also see her quests. Both of you can help each other to complete the quests." Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the Devour Supreme Superstar System mission. The system rewards host Qin Feng 100,000 hedonist points, 1x system unsealing tool, 1x rare pink equipment lottery ticket. Ding! Congratulations, host Qin Feng, for completing the Defeat the Divine Dragon mission. The system rewards host Qin Feng 10,000,000 hedonist points, access to the hidden interface, Battle Spirit Palace, 1x star technology grade, a equipment lottery ticket. Host Qin Feng's total hedonist points, 730,000 hedonist points. The system notification rang in Qin Feng's mind. He had completed 2 quests in one go and obtained many treasures and hedonist points. Qin Feng was a little excited. Qin Feng opened his eyes and prepared to study the treasures he had just obtained and the new interface. However, when he saw Shue'er's perfect figure and fair skin, he was overwhelmed with excitement. Not only was Qin Feng excited, but Shu'er was also looking at Qin Feng with a charming expression. She looked like Qin Feng's little woman. When the hedonist sovereign system and sovereign superstar system were connected, Qin Feng and Shue'er's thoughts were fused together. They could communicate with each other through telepathy and reach the realm of telepathy. It was a strange feeling. Qin Feng and Shue'er couldn't explain it, but they knew that there was a subtle change in their feelings toward each other. It was as if something in the unseen world was drawing them closer. Qin Feng. Suddenly, Shue'er threw herself into Qin Feng's arms and hugged him tightly. Qin Feng's body trembled. It was a strange feeling. He couldn't resist hugging Shue'er's waist and caressing her snow-white back. Shue'er, I feel like something's wrong. Qin Feng's voice became gentle. Me too. Shue'er's face became red. Little Pig and Flower Squirrel landed on their owner's shoulders and giggled as they looked at Qin Feng and Shue'er. Master, the devouring process went very smoothly. You and Shue'er are now connected and can hear each other's thoughts. I think you should hurry up and push Shue'er down. That way, you'll be even more intimate. After Little Pig's explanation, Qin Feng and Shue'er both understood. They found that after their systems were connected, they could even hear each other's system souls' voices. Shue'er shyly looked at Qin Feng, as if waiting for him to do something. She had long since decided to follow Qin Feng for the rest of her life. No matter what Qin Feng did, Shue'er wouldn't resist. However, Qin Feng shook his head and calmed himself down. He gently hugged Shue'er and said, "Forget it for now. I know you haven't developed feelings for me yet, so let's just go with the flow. I just finished 2 quests, so let's see the rewards first." Qin Feng didn't act recklessly. Shue'er was both shy and touched. She thought she would fall into Qin Feng's evil clutches, but she found out that Qin Feng wasn't as perverted as the rumors said. Qin Feng sat down cross-legged and entered the system. Shue'er didn't disturb Qin Feng. She obediently lay in Qin Feng's arms. Shue'er could hear Qin Feng's quest notifications, and she was shocked. Qin Feng had obtained so many hedonist points. Even the quests he did were so difficult. Because Shue'er was a bit afraid of the system, she wasn't very enthusiastic when doing quests. Her current quests were still at the same stage as Qin Feng's half a year ago, and she hadn't obtained many treasures or opened many realms. The rewards for defeating the divine dragon and devouring the system were great. Qin Feng had 3 scrolls in his hands: the system unsealing device, the rare pink equipment lottery ticket, and the Star Technology A-grade battle equipment lottery ticket. The system unsealing tool was not a lottery ticket. It was a scroll with abstruse runes. According to the system's introduction, this system unsealing tool could unseal a new system and allow the new system to be fused with any host. Qin Feng didn't really understand the system unsealing device, so he put it away. Holding the rare pink equipment lottery ticket in his hand, the scroll disappeared with a thought, and a huge screen appeared before Qin Feng. Many pink equipment lottery tickets were constantly changing, and finally, the screen stopped at a longsword. Rare pink equipment, Moon Soros. Equipment introduction. With a sword in hand, the power of the moon god is condensed. Hidden attribute, Moon God. Moon Soros is forged from a 1,000-year-old moonstone. It condenses the power of the moon star and activates the moon god's function. System price, 588,888 hedonist points. Qin Feng made a grabbing motion in the air, and a longsword with a blade as clear as the night sky appeared in his hand. The longsword's hilt was engraved with the image of a crescent moon. Qin Feng leaped into the air. With one hand holding the naked Shui, he swung the longsword with the other. Bang, 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 bang. The valley shook violently, and the dark clouds in the sky dispersed. The hazy moonlight shone brightly on Qin Feng and Shui. One was cool and handsome, and the other charming and alluring. Shui was shocked by the power of the pink longsword. She hugged Qin Feng tighter. A pink light flashed and stopped at Qin Feng's feet. Don't be afraid, Shui. I'll show you what it's like to fly. Whoosh. As soon as Qin Feng finished speaking, Shui's ears felt a gust of wind. She forgot about the cold and looked at the valley and the ground around her. Her eyes were filled with shock. Qin Feng hugged Shui tightly in his arms and covered her body with his clothes. Shui gradually got used to the flying sword, and she screamed excitedly in Qin Feng's arms. Qin Feng, did you get this flying sword from the sovereign system? It's amazing. Qin Feng patted Shui's head and said with a smile, this flying sword is called the Cosmic Flying Sword. I forged it not long ago, and it took me half a year to forge it. The moon sorrow in my hand is also a pink celestial tool. It's a treasure I got from the lottery. Qin Feng and Shui were both owners of the sovereign system. There were no secrets between them, and their communication was very smooth. This made them feel very comfortable. Ever since he obtained the sovereign system, Qin Feng had to hide the secrets of the sovereign system from his women and family. It wasn't that he didn't trust them, but he didn't want to bring them trouble. However, with Shui, Qin Feng had nothing to worry about. He could share the joy he got from the sovereign system with her, and Shui understood his joy. Your hedonist sovereign system is amazing. Even my sovereign star system doesn't have such good rewards. Shui pouted and complained. Chapter 1062. Shui was shocked by Qin Feng's actions. She bit her lips that Qin Feng had kissed and looked at Qin Feng shyly. I've obtained the ultimate superstar system for more than a year, but I haven't really worked hard to complete the missions. I don't really want the system. I'm afraid that people will discover my secret and treat me like a monster. Snow revealed her secret to Qin Feng. Ever since she decided to follow Qin Feng, she no longer hid anything from him. Qin Feng knew about Snow's feelings back at the Hong Kong hotel. He hugged Snow tightly and comforted her. Since you don't want to do the missions, I'll do them for you in the future. Just pretend you don't have the system. Don't think of yourself as someone special. Actually, many people want the system because it's an advantage, not a disadvantage. Qin Feng's words stunned Snow. In the past, she only thought that the system would make her different from ordinary people and turn her into a monster. However, Snow did not expect that the system would make her more outstanding. Now that Qin Feng's words had enlightened her, the anxiety and worry that had accumulated in her heart for more than a year instantly cleared up. Qin Feng, thank you. Snow looked at Qin Feng with infatuation. Her words were simple, but they contained all the gratitude Snow had for Qin Feng. She wanted to thank Qin Feng for sparing her life in the Hong Kong hotel, thank Qin Feng for sparing her brother's life today, and thank Qin Feng for patiently enlightening her. He let her know that she wasn't alone, because Qin Feng was also the owner of the system and her good friend. Shui's heart was filled with emotion, and she suddenly leaned in to kiss Qin Feng. This time, Qin Feng did not resist. He hugged Snow tightly and stepped on the flying sword. As they soared through the valley, he kissed her until the sky darkened. Swoosh! The flying sword landed on the ground. It was Snow's first time kissing. After kissing for about 10 minutes, she felt completely drained and collapsed in Qin Feng's arms. Qin Feng put away the cosmic flying sword and Moonmorn. He sat cross-legged on the ground and waved his hand. A red lottery ticket appeared in his hand. It was a lottery ticket for Star Technologies' A-grade battle equipment. Go! Qin Feng willed the lottery ticket in his hand to disappear. A moment later, an exquisite handgun appeared in Qin Feng's hand. Snow couldn't help but exclaim as she stared at the gleaming pistol in her hand. Wow! Qin Feng, what kind of gun is this? It looks so cool. Qin Feng also liked the Silver Snake. However, the Star Technologies combat equipment was too expensive, so Qin Feng didn't want to show Snow the power of the Silver Snake. After all, each bullet cost 10,000 Hedonist points. Whoosh! Qin Feng waved his hand, and the Silver Snake pistol suddenly transformed into a silver longsword with a swirling pattern on its blade. This sudden transformation caused Snow to cry out in surprise. Qin Feng, is this the same pistol that we used just now? It can even grow into a sword? Qin Feng's heart was filled with excitement. He casually waved his hand, and a flash of silver light shot out. In the next moment, a series of loud noises came from the opposite mountain. Boulders tumbled down, and the valley shook as if there was an earthquake. Snow was dumbfounded by Qin Feng's strength and the injured Silver Snake pistol. No wonder Qin Feng could defeat her big brother. Based on Qin Feng's current strength, it was no fluke. He was indeed terrifyingly powerful. Shui, are you all right? Qin Feng felt Shui's body tremble in his arms, so he stopped his sword dance. Snow gradually calmed down. She hugged Qin Feng's arm and said, I'm fine. Why you and Big Brother are so powerful? Qin Feng realized that although Shui had obtained the Supreme Superstar system, she had never cultivated. She only possessed some treasures from the system. This made Qin Feng worry about Shui's safety. Snow, I'll give this Silver Snake pistol to you. With a thought, the Silver Snake pistol can grow into a sword or a pistol. In pistol form, there are 5 bullets. You have to use it when you're in danger. Don't look down on the 5 bullets. Each bullet can destroy any mountain. Qin Feng pointed at the mountain range in front of him. He wasn't boasting. Only those who had used Star Tech products knew how powerful Star Tech's battle equipment was. Snow stood there in a daze. She never thought that Qin Feng would give her such a precious item. Snow's body slightly trembled. She raised her head and looked at Qin Feng, dumbfounded. Why did you give me a Silver Snake? It's such a powerful treasure. You should keep it for yourself. However, Qin Feng didn't put away the Silver Snake. He wouldn't take back something he had given away. Actually, Qin Feng had his own plans. Now that he had joined forces with Snow's system, Snow's safety was very important to Qin Feng. If Snow's system was discovered and she was captured for research, Qin Feng's hedonist sovereign system would be exposed. Qin Feng couldn't stay by Snow's side to protect her all the time, so he gave the Silver Snake to her. If she was in danger in the future, he believed that with the Silver Snake in hand, no one below the true Qi stage would be able to capture her. Don't refuse. Keep the Silver Snake in case you need it. Qin Feng didn't explain further. Snow was touched and carefully put the Silver Snake into the star system. After Qin Feng finished studying the 3 scrolls, the system rewarded him with the interface of Battle Spear Hall. Qin Feng was very curious about this new interface, so he entered the system's Battle Spear Hall. Master, Little Pig jumped onto Qin Feng's shoulder. Little Pig, what kind of place is the Battle Spirit Hall? Qin Feng asked. Master, the Battle Spirit Hall is a virtual martial arts arena with many training rooms. The opponents in different rooms are of different levels. You won't die in the Battle Spirit Hall, and you can fight with opponents to increase your combat experience and break through bottlenecks. Little Pig's introduction gave Qin Feng a general understanding of the Battle Spirit Hall. It was a very good place. Actually, breaking through to the next realm not only required endless spiritual qi to cultivate, but also some comprehension of cultivation. Most of these comprehensions were obtained from battles of life and death. This was also the reason why Qin Feng could smoothly break through after several battles of life and death. However, life and death battles were always dangerous. Now that Qin Feng had the Battle Spirit Hall, he could come here to find opponents to break through bottlenecks in the future. Master, you're not the only one who can use the Battle Spirit Hall. Anyone who joins the Hero Alliance can use it. Little Pig added. Qin Feng was overjoyed. This way, Zhaoling Xian and the other women could break through faster. Moreover, Qin Feng doted on those women very much. How could he bear to let them fight with others? Although Zhaoling Xian and the other women were breaking through quickly, their combat experience was too lacking. If they really encountered a difficult situation, they might not even be able to defeat a low-level martial artist. But now that everyone could use the Battle Spirit Hall, Qin Feng didn't have to worry about this problem anymore. Qin Feng's interest in the Battle Spirit Hall grew, and he began to study it further. After reading the system's introduction to the Battle Spirit Hall, Qin Feng discovered that the Battle Spirit Hall was divided into 9 floors. Each floor represented a different level of opponent. The higher the floor, the stronger the opponent. Only those who had the authority to open the first floor could open the second floor. The first floor represented the inner chi stage experts, including Stage 1 inner chi to the pinnacle of Stage 9 inner chi. Opening the first floor required 100,000 hedonist points. The functions of the Battle Spirit Hall were too useful to Qin Feng. Without thinking too much, Qin Feng spent 100,000 hedonist points and opened the first floor's authority. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for spending 100,000 hedonist points to open the first floor's authority. The system's notification sounded. Rumble. Suddenly, a loud noise came from the Battle Spirit Hall, which had the appearance of a 9-story pagoda. The tightly shut door slowly opened, and thousands of rays of light shot out from inside, dazzling like the sun. Master, the first floor of the Battle Spirit Hall has been opened. You can go in and challenge any inner chi stage opponent now, Little Pig shouted excitedly. Qin Feng was no longer interested in inner chi stage opponents, so he didn't plan to challenge them. The main reason why he opened the first floor's authority was to let Zhao Ling Xian and the other women train here. Little Pig, how many hedonist points do I need to open the second floor's authority? What level are the opponents on the second floor? Qin Feng asked. Unlocking the second floor's authority requires 200,000 hedonist points. You can summon inner chi stage experts from Stage 1 to Stage 9 inner chi. Qin Feng was very interested in the second floor because it met his current requirements. However, Qin Feng was hesitant to open the second floor's authority at the cost of 200,000 hedonist points. Qin Feng originally had 730,000 hedonist points. After unlocking the first floor's authority, he was left with 630,000 hedonist points. If he unlocked the second floor's authority, he would only have 430,000 hedonist points left. Qin Feng had long planned to save 500,000 hedonist points to unlock the Star Technology interface, so he still needed 500,000 hedonist points. Little Pig could read Qin Feng's mind, so it continued, Master, with the Hero Alliance's current Silver Alliance rank, we can't let the Hero Alliance members enter the Battle Spirit Hall yet. Little Pig felt as if a bucket of cold water had been poured over him. Qin Feng was speechless. Then what rank do I need to raise the Hero Alliance to? Master, you only need to raise the Silver Alliance to the Gold Alliance rank. Upgrading will cost 100,000 hedonist points. After upgrading to the Gold Alliance rank, you can also open the Time Portal. No matter where the Hero Alliance members are, they can exchange items through the system's Time Portal. Qin Feng had received the Time Portal as a reward for completing a mission a long time ago. After some consideration, Qin Feng decided to spend 100,000 hedonist points to upgrade the Hero Alliance first. Otherwise, the Battle Spirit Hall's first floor's authority would be unlocked for nothing. If Zhao Ling Xian and the others couldn't enter the Battle Spirit Hall to practice martial arts, it would be useless. Upgrade the Hero Alliance. Qin Feng thought, and 100,000 hedonist points disappeared instantly. Boom! Qin Feng saw the Hero Alliance's interface suddenly shake, and the hero leaderboard inside the hero leaderboard emitted a dragon's roar and a phoenix's cry. The originally silver leaderboard started to change color from top to bottom. It shone with a golden radiance, as if it was a gigantic leaderboard made of pure gold. The dragon and phoenix on the leaderboard also shone with a golden radiance, as if they were alive and could fly away at any time. Ding! Congratulations to host Qin Feng for spending 100,000 hedonist points to upgrade the Silver Alliance to the Gold Alliance rank. The Time Portal has been activated. As soon as the system's voice faded away, Qin Feng heard a dozen or so people exclaiming and discussing in his mind. Oh my god, what's going on, boss? Why did the dragon and phoenix leaderboard turn golden? What a huge pure gold leaderboard. Can I take it out and sell it? Lu Jie shouted excitedly. Chapter 1063. Qin Feng, where are you now? What happened just now? Zhao Ling Xian asked worriedly. Qin Feng, come to Hero City and play with us when you're free. We all miss you. Lin Bei Bei missed Qin Feng, but she was too embarrassed to tell everyone that she missed Qin Feng. Hua Yin, Bai Qing, Lu Wanjing, Liu Chun, Su Qiuyu, many women were asking about Qin Feng. They were in Hero City of Acropolis City and felt isolated from the rest of the world. They didn't know that Qin Feng had won the title of the chief of Martial Arts League. Qin Feng waited until everyone quieted down before he said, Ladies and handsome men, I've just upgraded the Hero Alliance and opened a new interface called the Battle Spirit Palace. From now on, you can go to the first floor of the Battle Spirit Palace to practice your martial arts. The opponents in there are all virtual, so you won't die in there. You can choose your opponent from Stage 1 Inner Chi to Stage 9 Inner Chi. After Qin Feng released the news, he heard a series of screams in his mind. It was so loud that Qin Feng felt like his head was going to explode. Holy shit. Boss, are you serious? I'm stuck at Stage 7 Inner Chi now, and I want to challenge a Stage 8 Inner Chi opponent. However, I'm afraid that I won't be able to defeat a Stage 8 Inner Chi expert and will be tortured to death instead. Now that I have a place like Battle Spirit Palace, I don't have to worry about not being able to find someone to practice with. Huang Jinhua and Zhang Ye were also excited. As men, they were more eager to achieve breakthroughs in martial arts. Qin Feng, what kind of technology did you create? Why do I feel like it's getting more and more mysterious? Yin Wu Shuang, who was usually quiet when they chatted, suddenly spoke. As a member of the Dragon Sect, she had come into contact with a lot of technology. However, she had never seen technology as powerful as Qin Feng's. Master, Little Demon is also curious about this technology. When was it developed? Which country developed it? Ren Xiaoyao was also curious. Qin Feng was scared to death by the group of women's curiosity. He felt that they were about to spill the secrets of the system. Before they could continue their conversation, Qin Feng quickly changed the topic. Ahem, that's right. After I leveled up Hero Alliance, not only can we chat, but we can also send items to each other. Qin Feng's words caused the crowd, which had been in an uproar, to suddenly quiet down. The clamor in Qin Feng's mind instantly turned into absolute silence. He even wondered if he had suddenly lost contact with the system. A moment later, an even crazier scream exploded in Qin Feng's mind. Oh my god, boss, don't tease us. Mutual transfer of items? I'm in Hero City. Where are you? How do I teleport? Boss opened a delivery company? When will the goods arrive? Lu Jie's words made everyone burst into laughter. The others didn't believe Qin Feng's words and thought he was joking. Qin Feng's face darkened. He had already decided that he would hang Lu Jie upside down on a tree and beat him up when he returned to Hero City. Who says I'm joking? I'm serious. If you don't believe me, just use your thoughts to send me an item and you'll know. Actually, Qin Feng was looking forward to the function of the space-time door. He didn't know if he could send things over from so far away. As soon as he finished speaking, Qin Feng suddenly felt something in his hand. It felt like silk, and he instinctively looked down. Both Qin Feng and Shui Er let out a cry of surprise. A pair of sexy, black lace panties had appeared in Qin Feng's hand. Fuck, who sent me a pair of panties? Qin Feng screamed instinctively. Suddenly, his mind went silent. Then, he heard Lu Jie and the others' laughter. Ha, boss, keep pretending. We won't expose you. Boss, why don't you quit the martial arts world and become an actor? The next Oscar winner will definitely be you. Even Zheng Shuai, who has recently become a celebrity in the film and television industry, can't compare to boss. Huang Jinhua and Zhang Ye were laughing so hard that even Yunzei's laughter could be heard. Qin Feng's women began to complain about Qin Feng's indecent behavior, saying that Qin Feng's lust had relapsed. Only one woman was dumbfounded. She was so embarrassed that she wanted to find a hole to hide in. Yin Wushuang thought Qin Feng was joking. She was changing her clothes at home, so she took off her panties and threw them to Qin Feng. She didn't expect Qin Fun to really send her panties over. You bastards. You don't believe me even if I tell you the truth? Wait till I get back to Hero City. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Qin Feng shouted angrily. Qin Feng shouted angrily. Lu Jie and the others' laughter came to an abrupt halt. However, they could still hear the occasional peal of laughter from time to time. Lu Jie, you don't want the Overlord slash that I gave you, right? Why did you send it to me? Qin Fun and Shui Er were speechless after Yin Wushuang's panties were sent to them. They watched as items kept falling from the sky. There were spiritual armors, pills, spiritual herbs, fruits, drinks, and even shoes and stinky socks. Huang Jinhua, are these black socks yours? How many days have you not washed them? Bei Bei, didn't I give you this bracelet? Why did you just throw it away like that? Qin Feng kept complaining. The voices in his mind had all stopped. No one laughed at him, and no one complained anymore. The only thing that was left was the sound of people panting. Fuck, what the hell? Where's my Overlord slash? Boss, don't tell me the Overlord slash is with you? Lu Jie's eyes almost popped out of their sockets. Huang Jinghua's face turned red. He shouldn't have sent the socks to Qin Fun just now. He had embarrassed himself in front of so many sisters-in-law. Lin Bei Bei's mouth fell open. She looked weak and adorable. I was just trying to play with it. See Qin Fun. Please don't be angry. I don't know what's going on. When Qin Feng heard Lin Bei Bei's trembling voice, he could imagine how nervous and afraid she was right now. Qin Feng's heart ached a little. He wanted nothing more than to fly to Lin Bei Bei's side and use his endurance to comfort her. Everyone realized that something was wrong. Qin Feng didn't seem to be joking. He had upgraded Heroes Alliance, and it seemed like the Heroes Alliance could really teleport items. Little pig, can't the space-time gate allow us to travel through time? Qin Feng remembered the introduction of the space-time gate. Not only could it teleport items, but it could also teleport people. Master can indeed travel through time. However, you need to upgrade Heroes Alliance to Platinum Alliance first. Upgrading Heroes Alliance from Gold Alliance to Platinum Alliance requires 300,000 Hedonist points. Little Pig said. Qin Feng now had 530,000 Hedonist points, which was enough to upgrade Gold Alliance. However, he still needed to unlock the Star Technology interface to use the remaining 500,000 Hedonist points. At this moment, the women and Lu Jie's lackeys were still in a heated discussion. They were all stunned by the power of the space-time gate. With a thought, Qin Feng returned all the items that were teleported to him. However, he didn't return the black lace panties. He planned to go back and interrogate the women one by one. Who did the panties belong to? Ouch, my Overlord slash is back. Lu Jie cried out in pain when the Overlord slash hit his head. My socks are back too. Huang Jinghua's voice was even softer than a mosquito. Qin Feng, I promise I'll never let go of this bracelet. Don't be angry, okay? Lin Bei Bei said cautiously. After everyone returned their items, only Yin Wushuang sat on the bed with a bitter face. She realized that her panties were missing, but she was too embarrassed to ask Qin Feng about it. Yin Wushuang had already guessed that Qin Feng must have hidden it away. Everyone was now sure that the space-time gate could teleport items. The women were very playful. They used the space-time gate to teleport items to each other, even though they were all in Hero City. Qin Feng chatted with everyone for a while longer before he exited the Hedonist Sovereign System. Shui, join my Heroes Alliance. It'll be easier for you to talk when I'm not by your side. There are many friends in the Heroes Alliance. If you're in trouble, just shout and someone will come to your rescue. Shui was completely obedient to Qin Feng. She agreed to join the Heroes Alliance without a second thought. A phoenix cry rang out, and another name appeared on the phoenix ranking. When everyone saw Shui-er's name, Qin Feng and Shui-er's minds exploded. Shui, are you China's most popular celebrity, Miss Shui? Zhao Ling Xian and the other women were at the age of chasing stars. Recently, they were all obsessed with a pretty girl group, Shui-er and Zheng Shui. However, in front of Qin Feng, these women were very shrewd. They only mentioned the female celebrities and did not mention Zheng Shui. Although Shui-er was the owner of the system, she was shocked by the Heroes Alliance's powerful function. She said carefully, "I'm Shui. Nice to meet you all." Whoosh! The Heroes Alliance exploded in an instant. The women screamed crazily, and Lu Jie and the other men could no longer suppress their wild desires. "Boss, how did you get Shui to join us?" "Beauty Shui. I'm Lu Jie. Nice to meet you." Shui smiled and said, "Nice to meet you. I'm Qin Fun's woman." Shui felt that it was necessary for her to reveal her identity. Otherwise, it would be awkward if the men in the Heroes Alliance said something unnecessary. Qin Fun was stunned. He did not expect Shui to introduce him in such a way. The smile on Lu Jie's face froze. He was so shocked that his heart and liver trembled. "Aha! So it's sister-in-law, Shui. Nice to meet you. Boss, I still have something to do. I'll be going now." Lu Jie had wanted to flirt with Shui before. When he heard that she was Qin Fun's woman, he was so shocked that he immediately hung up. Huang Jinghua, Zhang Ye, and the other men also logged off. They could already imagine the scene of Zhao Lingxian and the other women angrily scolding Qin Fun. "Qin Fun, why you're messing around again? You bastard!" Zhao Lingxian yelled angrily. Then she also logged off. "Qin Fun, Bebe has to log off too. You've successfully angered Big Sister Lingxian, Big Sister Wenjing, Big Sister Qing, Big Sister Huayan, and Big Sister Qiuyu. Bebe can't save you now." Only Qin Fun and Shui were left in the bustling Heroes Alliance. They looked at each other awkwardly. "Ahem, it's fine, Shui. They're all my women. They're just throwing a tantrum. They'll be fine in a few days." Shui was not angry. Instead, she felt a bit guilty. She did not think that her words would bring trouble to Qin Fun. Did I say something wrong? I'll explain it to them when I see them in the future." Qin Fun looked through the system's rewards and distributed the hedonist points. He picked up the red robe from the ground and put it on Shui. "I'll go to the Martial Artist Alliance to find the Alliance Master and ask about my mother's whereabouts. You can stay in the Divine Dragon Mountain for a few days. I'll go back to the Acropolis City in a few days. I built a base there. If you want to go there, you can stay there. If you don't want to leave the provincial capital, you can." Chapter 1064. Qin Fun left Mount Mystical Dragon. The Divine Dragon and Shui escorted him and Qin Shao down the mountain. As he watched Qin Fun's receding silhouette, the Divine Dragon's expression turned solemn. No one knew what he was thinking. Shui's large, watery eyes flashed with reluctance. "Little sister, you should leave the country. Don't ever come back to China again." The Divine Dragon suddenly said to Shui, after Qin Fun was gone. Shui was stunned. "Brother, why do you want me to leave the country?" The Divine Dragon looked tired. "Qin Fun is too powerful. I can't control him, and I can't watch you fall into his hands. He has too many women around him, and he's lecherous and shameless. You have to leave the country and live in seclusion to escape from Qin Fun's clutches." Shui rolled her eyes. She was rendered speechless by her brother's stern expression. She hugged the Divine Dragon's arm and said, "Brother, don't think about it anymore. I'm not forcing myself to be with Qin Fun. In fact, I want to be with Qin Fun for the rest of my life. He's not the hedonistic young master rumored to be. Or should I say, he's changed a lot in the past year. I'm not at a disadvantage in following him. But I found a treasure." Shui's words shocked the Divine Dragon. He had always thought that his little sister had chosen to follow Qin Fun to save his life. Could it be that his little sister had fallen in love with Qin Fun? "You've fallen in love with him?" the Divine Dragon exclaimed. Shui's face suddenly blushed. She shook her head and said, "I can't say that I've fallen in love with him. After all, I've only met him a few times. Before that, we were like strangers. However, I don't dislike being with him. In fact, I feel a sense of security. Moreover, I'm grateful that Qin Fun released my brother this time. I'm willing to spend time with him and fall in love with him." The Divine Dragon heaved a long sigh when he saw his little sister's determined expression. He had completely given up on the idea of letting his little sister leave Qin Fun. Perhaps this was fate. There was no need to defy the heavens. If that's the case, then I'll stand by Qin Fun's side from now on. Divine Dragon murmured to himself as he watched Qin Fun disappear. Qin Fun and Qin Xiao had left the Divine Dragon Mountain together. The two brothers hadn't seen each other or exchanged a few words in the past 20 years. Today, it was as if they were going to say all the things they hadn't said in 20 years. Finally, Qin Xiao returned to the Qin Manor. Everyone in the Qin Manor was very happy. Qin Wudao and Qin Duo were the happiest. They felt that the feeling of home was getting stronger and stronger. Qin Fun did not return to the Qin mansion. He was anxious to find out his mother's whereabouts, so he went straight to the Martial Arts Alliance to look for the Dragon God's master. The news of Qin Fun's triumphant return as the chief of the pugilistic world and his victory over the Dragon God had already spread throughout the capital city. The capital city dragon had Tian had won, and had Shun Tian Emperor, and Long Fun had, and Dragon had you Fun, Master, Tian, Chun, and had Fong had was had Fong Long, and had was Chun Long Fong, Long, and Long Qin. Qing, Fong, Qin Long Yun, Chun, family, Yun, and Yun was had comma. The Qin family and the Yun family had become more powerful because of Qin Fong. The Sima family had recently completed the transfer of ownership of the blacksmith shop with the Yun family. When Sima Aolong heard the news, he was overjoyed. A few days ago, he had the thought of fighting Qin Fong to the death. Now, it seemed like he and the Sima family had managed to escape with their lives. Qin Fong did not care about the discussions. He did not even know that he had become the most powerful man in the secular world. Qin Fong had arrived at the headquarters of the capital city Martial Artist Alliance. He bumped into Yan Wushuang. Leader Yan. Qin Fong was happy to see Yan Wushuang. Yan Wushuang was wearing a tight-fitting black leather shirt and pants, which accentuated her curvaceous figure. Her face was as cold as ever, but when she raised her head and saw Qin Fong, she blushed. Qin Fong, when did you come back? Yan Wushuang was startled by Qin Fong. Not long ago, they were still chatting in the Heroes Alliance. Judging from the conversation of the women in Hero City, Qin Fong was obviously not in the provincial capital or Acropolis City. However, Yan Wushuang ran into him not long after. She was extremely excited. But soon, Yan Wushuang remembered something else. She was embarrassed because her lace panties were still with Qin Fong. I just came back a few days ago. Leader Yin, long time no see. Did you miss me? Qin Fong and Yan Wushuang had an ambiguous relationship. Qin Fong could not help but crack a joke when he saw Yan Wushuang. Yan Wushuang's cold face blushed. She was too embarrassed to talk to Qin Fong. Leader Yin, what's wrong? You don't look right today. Qin Fong quickly noticed Yan Wushuang's unusual behavior. Why was she so shy today? I am not. Where are you going? The 12 peaks of the dragon sect are looking for you. Yan Wushuang's mind was full of her panties. She was afraid that Qin Fong would notice her unusual behavior, so she quickly changed the topic. Qin Fong took a step forward and held Yan Wushuang's slender waist. Yan Wushuang was so scared that she struggled, but she could not get away from Qin Feng's arm. Why are the 12 peaks looking for me? Those old guys are full of evil tricks. Qin Feng did not care about Yan Wushuang's resistance. He thought she was just shy. Yan Wushuang was so scared that she covered Qin Feng's mouth. She looked around and whispered in Qin Feng's ear, "Are you crazy? The dragon sex base is right here. If you speak ill of the 12 peaks in public, they will punish you." Yan Wushuang had heard about Qin Feng's crazy deeds recently, but she could not accept it. In Yan Wushuang's eyes, Qin Feng was still the old Qin Feng, a member of the dragon sect Huang group. How could he offend the 12 peaks? Qin Feng took a whiff of Yan Wushuang's fragrant hand and bit it. Yan Wushuang screamed and shyly withdrew her hand. She stared at Qin Feng angrily. "Are you a dog? Why did you bite me?" Qin Feng held Yan Wushuang's arm and walked toward the dragon sex base. Since the 12 peaks were looking for him, Qin Feng wanted to see what was going on. But now, Qin Feng was not afraid of the 12 peaks. The 12 peaks had forced Qin Feng to participate in the martial arts circle convention. If they forced Qin Feng to do anything again, Qin Feng would slap them to death. Leader Yin, did anyone bully you and Bing Bing when I was not around? Qin Feng asked Yin Wushuang as he walked. Yin Wushuang was touched, but she got angry when she heard Lu Bing Bing's name. Why do you care if anyone bullied me or not? Who are you to me? Qin Feng didn't mind Yin Wushuang throwing a tantrum. He and Yin Wushuang had completed several missions together, and they were partners who had gone through life and death situations together. The two of them could be said to be telepathic, and Qin Feng understood Yin Wushuang very well. Our relationship is so complicated. It's hard to explain, Qin Feng said with a smile. Yin Wushuang twisted her waist and struggled again. Who's confused with you? Let go of me. You're a pervert. Who are you? This is the Dragon Sect's restricted area. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to enter. Qin Feng and Yin Wushuang arrived at the gate of the Dragon Sect's base. Two guards immediately stopped Qin Feng. Qin Feng had not been back for a long time, so the guards almost did not recognize him. When Qin Feng raised his head and looked at them, the guards were so scared that their legs were trembling. This is Qin Feng, the man who won the title of the martial arts circle leader and defeated the martial arts legend of the secular world, Senior Dragon God. This lowly one deserves to die. I have eyes but failed to recognize Senior Qin Feng. Senior Qin Feng, Group Leader Yin, please come in. Yin Wushuang and Yin Wushuang were shocked. As the instructor of a Xian group, she had never been treated like this when she came to the Dragon Sect. It seemed like Qin Feng had really soared to the sky. Qin Feng did not care about this. He walked into the Dragon Sect with Yin Wushuang in his arms. The Dragon Sect was still the same. There was a quiet path shaded by trees, and there were some ancient palace buildings on the side. Yin Wushuang was so shy that she kept struggling in Qin Feng's arms. Now that she was walking in the Dragon Sect, she did not want others to see this scene and gossip. Qin Feng did not let go. He wanted to let the people of the Dragon Sect know that Yin Wushuang was chosen by him. In the future, when Qin Feng was not around, he would not have to worry about anyone harassing Yin Wushuang. Qin Feng, let go of me now. If the 12 Peaks see this, they will scold you. Yin Wushuang could not break free, so she had to explain to Qin Feng the seriousness of the matter. In the Dragon Sect, people were not allowed to date each other. Qin Feng said indifferently, if those 12 old guys dare to scold you, I'll slap their faces right away. I don't like them for a long time. It was not easy for Qin Feng to reach his current position in the Dragon Sect. From the beginning, he was a member of the Huang group to the current Green Dragon of China. The 12 Peak Elders had been suppressing Qin Feng for a long time. They made him participate in the martial arts conference and helped Purple Dragon Su Xiaotian in the battle at Broken Cliff Mountain. They did not care about Qin Feng's life or death. Qin Feng did not care about what happened before, because the Dragon Sect was the organization that protected the peace of China. However, if the 12 Peak Elders still dared to suppress him, Qin Feng would not let them do as they pleased. With Qin Feng's current strength, no one in the secular world of China could compete with him. Qin Feng dragged Yin Wushuang into the base of the Huang group. Many members of the Huang group were having a meeting in the base. When they saw Qin Feng, they were so shocked that their eyeballs almost fell to the ground. What the fuck? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Big brother Qin Feng, you're back. Zhang Yu was the first to jump up. He even skipped the meeting and rushed to greet Qin Feng excitedly. When Qin Feng led the Huang group to suppress the Xian group, Heaven group, and Earth group, he had helped the members of the Huang group gain the limelight. Everyone treated Qin Feng as their big brother. When the other members regained their senses, they also ran to greet Qin Feng. Big brother Qin Feng, I heard you became the leader of the martial arts world and defeated Senior Divine Dragon. Is this real or fake? That's the Divine Dragon we're talking about. I knew Big Brother Qin Feng was a dragon among men. Now, our Huang group is going to be in the limelight. Even the leader of the Huang group, Lei Ming, who was standing on the podium and organizing the meeting, came to greet Qin Feng. When Qin Feng first came to the Dragon Sect, Lei Ming, Lu Yinyun, and Song Changshan wanted to suppress Qin Feng together. Only half a year had passed, and Qin Feng's status was no longer something that Lei Ming and the others could pry into. Senior Qin Feng, welcome back to the Dragon Sect. Your return brings light to the humble Dragon Sect. Lei Ming used to be Qin Feng's superior. He assigned the most dangerous and difficult missions to Qin Feng. Now that he saw Qin Feng, he was like a little brother meeting his big brother. Everyone surrounded Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang. Qin Feng did not put on airs and greeted them with a nod. Chapter 1065. Senior Qin Feng, congratulations. We've all heard that you've become the leader of the martial arts world and defeated the Divine Dragon. You've really made the Dragon Sect famous. Another group of people came from outside. They were the people from the Heaven, Earth, and Black Dragon Sect. In the past, Song Changsheng didn't care about Qin Feng at all and used all sorts of methods to suppress Qin Feng. Now, seeing Qin Feng was like seeing his own father. His old face almost cramped up from smiling. Not only Song Changsheng, even the leaders of the Earth Group, Exploding Bear, and Flying Bird of the Heaven Group wanted to curry favor with Qin Feng. Senior Qin Feng, it's been a long time. I missed you. Exploding Bear, who was as burly as a mountain, came forward to shake Qin Feng's hand. Flying Bird also praised Qin Feng with a smile. Senior Qin Feng, you're the most powerful person in the secular world of China. It's my blessing to be able to meet you. These leaders of the Dragon Sect were all wily old foxes, each more snobbish than the other. They greeted Qin Feng as if he was an old friend who had not seen him for a long time. None of them mentioned anything about suppressing Qin Feng. It was as if nothing had happened. Yan Wushuang was stunned. She was only the instructor of the Black Group. She had to be respectful to Song Changsheng and had no say in front of Exploding Bear and Flying Bird. As a result, the entire Dragon Sect was shaken by Qin Feng's arrival. Only now did Yan Wushuang realize that the current Qin Feng was no longer the same as before. He had only used a little over half a year to leap from a nobody to the throne of the #1 expert in China's secular world. Qin Feng didn't bother with Song Changsheng and the others. As his strength soared and his status skyrocketed, Qin Feng's horizons had reached a certain height. He couldn't even be bothered with small characters like Song Changsheng. Qin Feng had gone to the outer world of martial arts and participated in the Martial Circle Convention. Only then did he truly understand that Song Changsheng and the others were powerful people in the mortal world, but in the outer world of martial arts, any genius disciple from a small sect could beat them. Huh, Brother Qin Feng, I finally get to meet you. You're a busy man. Meeting you is harder than reaching the sky. A hearty laugh came, but no one could see the person. The originally noisy hall quietened down. Everyone waited for a few seconds before they saw a burly man wearing armor and a cloak flying over like a moving hill. The hall was in an uproar when they recognized the person's appearance. Fuck, it's Senior Blue Dragon Ji. Qin Feng also recognized Ji. When he completed the money laundering mission in Hong Kong, Qin Feng, Yan Wushuang, and Ji worked together and forged a deep friendship. Huh, Senior Ji, how have you been? After Qin Feng entered the room, he didn't speak to anyone else, but he acted very intimately with Ji Yi. This scene made Song Changsheng and the others extremely envious. Who was Qin Feng now? He was an existence that had replaced the dragon god of Huaxia. It was a great honor for him to speak to Qin Feng. Hee, I can't compare to you, kid. You're really amazing. It's only been a few months since we last met, and you've already defeated a divine dragon? Is the divine dragon really in the true Qi stage? Ji had never challenged the divine dragon before, so his face was full of curiosity. Qin Feng smiled and shook his head. He did not reveal too much information about the dragon god. Although Qin Feng had defeated the dragon god, he still admired the dragon god's spirit of protecting the stability of China for the past 20 years. Senior Ji Yi, Yan Wushuang also greeted Ji Yi. Ji laughed and said, TSK. When I was doing the mission in Hong Kong, I already noticed that there was something wrong with the two of you. So you two are really together. This is double happiness. Ji's words made Yan Wushuang blush. She wanted to break free from Qin Feng's arm, but it was impossible. Another group of people arrived at the outer court of the dragon sect. When the members of the dragon sect saw this group of people, they were excited. Even the team leaders like Exploding Bear and Flying Bird could not stay calm. Qin Feng, where have you been these few days? Why didn't you come to my mansion to propose marriage? Dongfang Ming Wang was the leader of the group. Dongfang Ming Wang roared, and the whole courtyard trembled. Qin Feng did not expect Elder Dongfang to come to this place to force a marriage. He was embarrassed. Ahem, Elder Dongfang, I just came back recently, and I have a lot of things to deal with. Don't worry. Qin Feng wanted to stall Dongfang Ming Wang, but Dongfang Ming Wang did not pursue the matter. After all, Qin Feng had come to the dragon sect, and today was Qin Feng's celebration party. Dongfang Ming Wang had to save some face for Qin Feng. Gasps of surprise rang in the surroundings. Everyone understood what Dongfang Ming Wang meant. He was forcing Qin Feng to become his son-in-law. When they thought of Dongfang Qing Shue's noble and cold temperament and her devastatingly beautiful face, many male members were envious of her. There were 6 people behind Dongfang Ming Wang. They were the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix of China. Young hero Qin Feng, Orange Dragon Qin Qingdi, is here to congratulate you. I didn't expect you to have such a high cultivation base at such a young age. You even defeated a divine dragon. Bai Feng glared at Qin Feng coldly. Last time, when Qin Feng became the green dragon and held a celebration party, he kept staring at Bai Feng's thighs. Since then, Bai Feng had a bad impression of Qin Feng. When Qin Feng saw Bai Feng, he stared at her breasts happily. Beauty Bai Feng, it's not too late to regret your decision. I'll give you a chance to pursue me. Hiss. Everyone gasped when they heard Qin Feng's words. She was the White Phoenix heroine of China's 9 dragons and 1 phoenix. She was powerful and arrogant. Even the other dragons didn't dare to offend White Phoenix. Qin Feng was probably the only person in China who dared to joke around with her. Bai Feng's face turned cold. However, she laughed and said, "Hee hee, don't even think about it. I don't like you." While Bai Feng and Qin Feng bickered, a few people came up to greet them. Yu Wenmo, the Golden Dragon, congratulates brother Qin Feng for defeating the Divine Dragon and becoming the leader of the martial arts world. Wu Ming, the Green Dragon, congratulates you. Black Dragon Zhangzhou, apart from the Divine Dragon, the rest of the 9 dragons and 1 phoenix were all present. Everyone was stunned by the lineup. Exploding Bear, Soaring Bird, and the others who were usually high and mighty in the dragon sect were like their underlings. They only smiled and dare not speak. Everyone crowded around Qin Feng. Not long ago, Qin Feng was still the Green Dragon of China. He was on the same level as the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix. Now, he had defeated the Divine Dragon. It was only a matter of a word for him to become the new Divine Dragon of China. Even the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix did not dare to put on airs in front of Qin Feng. They obviously lowered their heads in front of him. Qin Feng was chatting with Dongfang Ming Wang and Ji Yi. He did not think that he was that powerful now. Everyone is here. On behalf of the 12 Peaks, I welcome young hero Qin Feng's return. An old and powerful voice suddenly echoed in the hall. The noisy hall quieted down immediately. Everyone looked at the entrance with awe and respect. Their eyes almost popped out of their sockets. Outside the entrance of the yellow group stood 12 elders in black robes. They were the 12 Peaks of the dragon sect. However, these members who joined the dragon sect had never seen the 12 upper peaks gathered together for so many years. Today, the 12 upper peaks gathered together, and it was obvious that they were here for Qin Feng. The 12 peaks, 8 dragons, and 1 phoenix were all here. This was an extremely rare scene since the establishment of the dragon sect. The members of the dragon sect were already shivering in fear. They did not even dare to breathe loudly. When they saw the 12 peaks, the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix retreated to the side. They seemed to be very respectful to the 12 peaks. The 12 of them chuckled as they walked towards Qin Feng. Qin Feng had actually seen them before, but it was nighttime and the 12 of them were still wearing hats, so Qin Feng didn't see their faces clearly. Now that it was broad daylight, he could see them clearly. Qin Feng, Congratulations. We did not misjudge you and arrange for you to participate in the Martial Arts Circle convention. I didn't expect you to really win the title of the Martial Arts Circle League leader. You are a great hero of the Dragon Sect. A representative from the 12 Upper Peaks came out to speak. In fact, when the 12 Upper Peaks asked Qin Fun to participate in the Martial Arts Circle convention, they did not have any hopes for Qin Fun. They just wanted Qin Fun to risk his life. In the end, Qin Fun returned with great rewards, which shocked the 12 Upper Peaks. The current Qin Fun was no longer the Qin Fun from a few months ago. Even when the 12 Peaks came, they did not put on airs in front of Qin Fun. Their attitude toward Qin Fun had completely changed. Before, they were all high and mighty, ordering Qin Fun to do things. Now, all of them were smiling like flowers and spoke politely. "Ha! You old fogies are too shameless. Back then, you asked me to participate in the Martial Arts Circle convention when I was only a stage 8 enrich. Fortunately, I was a genius and quickly broke through and became the Martial Arts Circle League leader. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to come back. Now that I've grown up, you come to flatter me. Why didn't you care about me before? Why didn't you care about me and give me some elixirs to break through quickly?" Qin Fun said whatever he wanted to say. He did not care about the 12 Peaks' reputation. The members of the Dragon Sect were dumbfounded. Even the 8 dragons and 1 phoenix were dumbfounded. Bai Feng stared at Qin Fun blankly. She wanted to pry open this guy's head. Was there something wrong with his brain? "Qin Fun, you don't talk nonsense. Seniors of the 12 Peaks, Qin Fun is still young and doesn't know the rules. I apologize to you on his behalf." Yen Wu Shuang was scared to death. She pinched Qin Feng's lower back fiercely. Why does this brat like to pretend? The faces of the 12 Peaks representatives changed and instantly turned cold. However, it only lasted for a moment. Then, they put on a smile and said, "Ha, it's all right. As long as young hero Qin Feng becomes the Martial Arts Circle League leader and protects the peace and stability of the secular world of China, it doesn't matter if you beat us up." Qin Feng was good at pretending. He realized that these 12 old fogies were also good at pretending. Their skin was thicker than a brick on the city wall. The crowd heaved a sigh of relief. They thought Qin Feng would fight with the 12 Peaks as soon as he came back. However, they were actually looking forward to it. Who will be more powerful? Yen Wushuang also heaved a long sigh of relief. However, she heard Qin Feng suddenly say, "Okay, then stand still and let me beat you up." The 12 Peaks were stunned. They didn't expect Qin Feng to be so rude. They were just talking to each other and pretending in front of the juniors. How could this brat be serious? Ahem. Young hero Qin Feng, please don't joke around. Everyone is here. Let's be serious. The 12 Peaks representatives hurriedly said with a smile. The other 11 people were so angry that their noses became crooked. Qin Feng sneered. "Don't talk nonsense if you can't do it. Next time, I'll really fight you." Qin Feng's domineering arrogance shocked everyone. The Dragon Sect members' jaws dropped to the ground. This Qin Feng didn't even care about the 12 Peaks. Everyone felt that the Dragon Sect and the secular world of China were about to change. Yen Wushuang's nervous heart calmed down a lot. Just now, she was worried that Qin Feng would offend the 12 Peaks. Now, she could see the situation clearly. The 12 Peaks seemed to be afraid of Qin Feng. Let's go inside. Young hero Qin Feng has returned triumphantly. Let's celebrate his success. You're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.